And hello everyone and welcome to PlayUp Legends, where we play D&D with a bunch of nerds and friends. I don't know where I stole that one from. No idea. Anyway, so how is everyone doing? So this is group 3 where basically we have the following players. You can introduce yourself starting with um, Jake.
I am Odd, the tiefling who's trying to recover 10 missing years from his life. Once an uncharismatic bard, now gone rogue to save his family from danger.
Dan.
I am Ennis, a disgraced dwarven fighter, noble and military captain, saddened by the discovery of his brother's death and seeking to free his family from rival clan Soranat.
Okay.
I'm I'm sorry. I'm Tlomax Thunderhorn. I'm a Firbolg Tempest cleric of the Devourer, and I've been shunned from my village, and I'm in search for like-minded followers in the Thunder Sea.
All right.
Hi, I'm Marin. I'm a human wizard on a quest to become a master illusionist.
And we have well, a guest. For
Yeah,
me, special because we've been friends since we were what, 16?
16, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, around that time. Yeah,
I
and your
introduced.
really good friend from your from all these years has forgotten his intro, so I'm just going to give a new one. So just gonna give you one from so I'm playing Braun Cog, a bandit leader, who was in the middle of a big conspiracy and lost his loved one and is trying to find out basically what happened.
Alrighty. So you guys are in the city of Brokewood. And last we left you guys, basically, you had a confrontational moment with this mutant creature, and this is where Brom came in to assist for his own personal reasons, which you later find out through a heart-to-heart conversation that, as he said, he lost his loved one to such a creature, and he has found a moment where maybe he can avenge her. In the midst of it all, Odd goes crazy simply because inside this creature they had found an item of corruption, something like that, which drove Marin to be a bit. How shall we put this? Like wanting to hoard the item to herself. Odd all of a sudden turning fully evil for a second, wanting to even kill his comrades, his mates.
My bad.
Eventually, tying him up, they solved the situation and led to, you know, him starting to turn into something from his legs. Um, During the night, when Marin heard someone coming in to ambush them, supposedly, they decided to make a run for it. Break of daylight starting at the horizon. They go and run to Samantha, who was initially the healer who helped Ennis recover from his corrupted wounds, but not Tlomax yet. Knocking, and the door being closed, and Tlomax removing the magical field. They keep knocking until eventually Ennis swings just at the wrong opportune moment as the door opens and knocks Samantha out. And that is where we're going to continue our session for today, this evening. I'm just gonna change a bit the scenery because we are no longer in the tavern as showing there. So I'm just gonna try to use a simple. There we go. This is the idea of Brokewood, what it would look like. So yeah, bam, Ennis, you hit Samantha straight into the gut, throwing her in, knocking her unconscious, unable to breathe there for a second. What are you guys gonna do?
Oh,
Uh,
why do you always do this? Why do we always do this?
okay, does anyone
Yeah,
really
that's
need?
the freaking point. I I cast healing word. Uh, we need her a bit livelier, so let's do it at third level.
Okay, success.
Huh. And she gains 16 health points. Oh, max.
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 4, 4, 4,
Nice.
4.
Damn, nice one, man. Okay. So she kind of like, don't didn't you guys hear? I'm close. What's the commotion?
Uh,
Got bit of a
I,
situation.
Yeah,
I,
I wiggle my
I bring-
tentacles in front of it. Help, please.
What's that? What's happening? Do you know? She kind of looks. She kind of looks and peers at the window. It's like the sun isn't even above the buildings yet.
Like I said, we have a very big situation.
yeah, we got some problems.
Alright, and I see you got a +1 with you. Looking at the very disfigured, uh, bandit-looking personnel, pointing at Brom.
Don't worry about him. He's just helping.
Okay, and it's not even been a week yet. Why is he here? Pointing at
I don't know.
Lomax.
Well,
We're not here for
not for the
Max.
yeah, we're here for the
odd.
odd. I'm waiting.
Okay, I'm still waiting kind of for an explanation. You woke me up. It's early. Like, I see tentacle feet.
So you remember
Someone-
the corruption that Ennis had and that I have on my foot? Well, this seems to be, the aggravated version of that.
So you've dealt with another monster that spilled something on him and turned. So you
No,
guys
we've
with
not-
a
we've dealt with another monster and taken out an item from inside of him, which then made this happen. Because Odd is a bit,
and how
he doesn't.
how did
we
He's a bit odd with these with these
didn't you
items.
have to take Odd to Morthos to check him
That's
out
where-
a bit?
Yeah, that's where we found
Mortos
and for the monster.
What?
got the creature.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, this is kind of short notice. I'm not quite sure how to handle this. And she kind of lets you in. She kind of starts pushing you from the shoulders inside. Come on, get it. Closes the door behind you and as you're in the-
Once she closes the door, I just go with the door and start like casting mending on the hinges to at least trying to help her that way.
Okay. As you're doing so, she kind of tells you guys, okay, come with me. And she kind of takes you into a deeper part of the house, not the waiting room section, which is kind of her front shop. And as you enter, it's a very homely place. It's a kitchen, a table for 4, different potteries already out, things in the basin to be washed from previous night. And she's just kind of scrabbling around in one of her cupboards as she starts, throwing different books and parchments on the floor. Eventually, she comes across the item apparently that she needs as she goes, yes, maybe this will help. And she starts going through it. It's a personal journal from what you can see. It's not a published book because it's one of these, like covenry, make your own spells kind of book thing. And she's going through it and it's like, okay, I've dealt with something similar, not the same, a while back. I don't know if this is gonna work, but we have to try. And she looks around to Ennis and Clomax. It's like, okay, boys, you're gonna have to hold him down. All right, and she turns over to Brom and she's like, Brom, whatever you do, I need you to punch Odd as hard as you can if he decides to react badly to this. I need you to knock him unconscious. Can you do that for me?
Well, I can certainly try.
That's the spirit. That's all I need. And she puts the book down. She's suggesting you hold him from his arms as she grabs both his tentacle legs, and she's kind of reciting as she's holding both of each leg in her each hand, and she's reciting something from her book. Her voice turns different all of a sudden, very deepish, and almost kind of primordial basically. Do any of you have Primordial as a language? All right, so you
No.
don't know what she's saying. She's Odd. I need you to do a will save for me.
Hmm. It's a 5, but I will
Okay.
use my lucky feet. Check again. That's the one.
Okay. Having a negative effect in this regard is actually good. That means you're not resisting what she's doing to you. Okay. So eventually you start to see that your own reddish skin taking over hold of what's going on. She's kind of like happy as she's this weird like coming out this weird moment of like what you're seeing and what you're hearing doesn't kind of match as she keeps going on. So at this point she's coming to her site which she's having a difficulty pronouncing. All right, so Odd, once again I need you to fail a will save.
Okay.
Very odd concept, isn't it?
Yeah. Odd for odd.
11. Okay, yes, you've. It's fine because the DC is actually 12, just about.
Okay.
And she keeps going, and you're starting to feel your toes coming back. You start, feeling that you can wiggle your toes, not this one
Okay.
big tentacle thing. It's like,
Yeah.
okay, last bit. Not sure how we're gonna manage to hold. As the transformation starts to take over again, and she's a bit worried. Ooh, okay, she's like, I need you to make another will save.
5.
Okay. Unfortunately, she's not doing much of a good job and starting to turn back. This time, however, it starts to rush up faster, as if like a counter reaction to what's happening earlier. She's concentrates like, okay, all right, I'm gonna try this again.
I cast guidance on her
All
to
right,
help her out.
amazing, thank you. Okay, that's much better. Will save.
6.
Perfect. Once again, there's this thing coming back, and I need you to do another will save for me. And she's coming to the difficult part.
14. Would it make sense for me to use a lucky feat? I don't think it makes sense,
I think
honestly.
lucky feat would be for something positive. In this case, you won't need something negative. You need a disadvantage, which I don't think is a rule
I
anywhere,
usually
unless
wish
anyone
die
can
to
give him a
use.
disadvantage.
He chooses the one to use, as if it gets a worse one.
Okay, sure. Perfect. And she goes in, and you don't resist it at all. And she lets go. And as she lets go, you realize that her hands are no longer her hands. They turned into tentacles. And she said, "My sacrifice be better." And the whole body just immersely transforms in one of the mutations as she swipes out and she tries to smack one of you. So
Okay.
everyone make a dexterity check in the room as she swipes her long ass tentacle across the room.
Dex check or dex saving throw?
Dex saving throw.
Okay.
Ooh,
Okay.
I got a 5.
I got
So
16.
currently I'm the
You got a
worst.
10.
15.
All right. And Odd?
That's a 16.
All right. Okay. I didn't see that. Sorry. All
Okay.
right. So you all dodge a tentacle in time, but unfortunately, Clomax gets just striked in the middle of his chest, and
I can't take it.
that would be 7 damage.
Okay.
All right, everyone, roll initiative.
Oh.
Ooh.
Nice.
All right, let me get my notepad. Hold on.
It's an opposite of what you had before.
Yes. Well, we have 3 19s.
Yeah.
I don't want to kill Samantha.
I don't know why, but
I even wrote down that I should ask her about what happened before because she dealt with something similar.
Well,
Alright.
we now have. Well, if we kill her, we can now have. We'll speak later.
Okay,
Yeah.
so. Okay. So.
Um, Wait,
Brom, what was yours? Sorry, Mark?
8.
8?
Just 8.
Okay, so.
my roll 20 didn't refresh, by the way. Did I?
Your initiative was
refresh?
14.
No, the map. It didn't
And
refresh for me.
there's no new map.
There's no new
Oh,
map
okay.
at the moment. Sorry.
It's okay.
Okay.
Because I'm still at the end. I thought we said we went.
Yeah.
There's a city. Okay.
I didn't prepare that map, no, sorry.
Sorry.
A lot of this is because I was so restricted, I'll be honest, and I'll say this live. I was so restricted last session with what you pulled off. I'm working a bit with theater of the mind for this one because I need to accomplish certain things. So, yeah. So, all right. And then there is. Okay, and. All right, perfect. So, Marin, Ennis, and Clomax, you all got 19, yes?
yes.
Yes.
Okay, but Ennis got it with the +1.
With a
I got an at
minus
no,
one.
With a
minus one, but I got an
-1.
at 20.
You got an
I got an at 20.
Alright, okay. Okay, so the way it's gonna work like this. So you guys, you three, have the opportunity to kind of establish who wants to go first and kind of metagame this part a bit. Then after you, it's Odd, then Mark, and then basically your new found monster. Okay?
Okay.
So, good luck, everybody.
I can make copies of myself. Maybe she'll swipe at something that's not there.
You
And
can, if you want to.
you want to flank her, Ennis?
Yeah.
Okay. So me and Dennis go on either side of her.
Mala, you guys need a map
So-
to help you out with what's going on?
No. I don't think we. If you have something, we can, but I don't think we need.
Yeah, but visual representation would have a bit something
Yeah.
empty.
So if you just bear with me just a moment.
And I think he meant for you guys to take your turns on your own.
Yeah. I think that's what. So essentially speaking, one of us would have to move, attack, then the other one would flank and have the advantage.
Okay, then,
You could use your text. I mean, man, can go first.
So-
and not...
If
Okay.
we're going to have advantage, because I have multi-attack, I think I would benefit the most.
no. I'll go for before you. We are level 6.
Sorry for the silence, guys.
Oh.
I'm just prepping you a map.
We could sing a song, but our bard has changed class.
Not very happy at the moment. Sad song on my
You got-
decker.
You got your legs back.
So there we go.
Yeah, but I feel very guilty now.
Alright, just for our
I'm
presentation.
I'm
That's
still
awesome,
thinking
man.
about how you tried to use happy feet, but you had tentacles for feet.
There we go. Alright,
Okay.
Okay.
good luck.
So, Marin, you go first. I follow you, and then we go with Odd, with Ennis.
Ennis.
Okay. I've created some copies of myself. How do I roll 2d6s?
Click on the pink.
Okay. Alright. The room is suddenly filled with copies of me, hopefully to confuse Samantha.
Wait, how many copies?
9.
Nine, apparently.
9 copies. Oh, wow. All right.
I've been practicing.
Nice. Okay, so I can't really just make 9
Sure.
of you in the thing,
Sorry-
but let's
sorry,
imagine
DM.
they're around. All right, so that's your action.
Mhm.
Okay, and bonus action, if
Um,
any.
hit me, hit me! And they all go like this.
Okay. Nah. I'll try and go behind her. Whatever it is. And I'll cast Spiritual Weapon at 2nd level. Yes. For an 11 to hit.
So, sorry, Tom, bear with me.
Sorry.
So 11 to hit.
Yep.
Okay. 11 does not hit.
Okay, so the trident from behind her back just misses.
Confused as she's starting to enlarge and enlarge it within the
Ah.
room.
And I try and go with the Warhammer with a 8, which misses as well.
Oh, Jesus. Alright. So that was that, and this means that you're going next.
Yeah, so I go attack her from the other side. So
Flanking gives us +2.
that's
Oh.
fine.
Whoa! Did you actually roll
Okay.
that properly? What the? That's your
Yes.
that's your second natural 20 in a night. In less than
Okay.
in less than half an hour. What the? Alright,
Alright.
still go for it.
So that's 16
Okay.
damage. That now my second attack with the halberd. 19 to hit.
It does hit.
That's okay, just 4 damage. And as a bonus action, I'll make the I'll make an unprevent attack this time. 18 to hit.
18 hits.
Six damage.
Nice.
Alright.
Okay.
So you're just bashing
Face
away
down.
as parts of her start to encave and disform, but it doesn't really bring her down, as she is still currently growing within the smallest space. Alright, that
She-
means Odd is next.
Is she bigger than the previous monster?
She, at this point, she is bigger than the previous monster you guys dealt with.
Okay.
Yeesh. Alright, I'm going to take the disengage action so that
1
it
second.
can't
Can
attack
you
me.
guys? Can you hear me? Hold on, cause is my mic? Whoa, Ennis, where did you go?
I don't know.
Right.
So enough. I turned it back on again.
All right. So what I'll do is hold on, cause if the music is
Yeah.
louder, is that better? Twitchies. Who's Entrix? I keep forgetting who
I think
that
I
is.
need to talk for them to see this better.
All right. Perfect. Okay.
Okay, so
Sorry for that. All right. So Odd, we were saying so.
I'm going to take the disengage action. I can use it as a bonus action so that it can't attack me and move back as much as I can.
Okay.
I can't control my character. Oh wait, I have the ruler on. Okay, so I'm going to move 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll say here, I guess. And I'm going to attack with my crossbow.
Alright.
That's a 16 hit.
16 does hit. Yes.
Yes. And I get sneak attack because he's surrounded by my allies.
Yes.
So That is 18 damage.
All right.
Fire.
I'm trying
So
to
as you
aim
bring
for a
out the
10.
crossbow, you take a shot straight into her
Tentacle. I'm trying
tentacle.
to rip off a tentacle.
One of the tentacles.
And if there's anything like I can hide under, wait, like, I'm terrified of this thing.
All
That's
right.
my
So
turn.
that's your bonus action.
Mhm. For flavor, I guess.
Okay, which means Mark is next. Well, because
Awesome.
people are complaining about not hearing me for once. Okay, I'll have to move closer to the mic. The mic doesn't apparently like me today. Okay.
All right.
If
So
anything, I'll kill the music. Sorry. Go ahead.
yeah. So I'm just going to. I'd like to move behind this thing. I mean Samantha. Although I feel weird
Just no
calling her
longer-
Samantha.
No longer Samantha.
Yeah, it's this thing now, and I would like to hit her with my battle axe.
Yeah, go for it. Roll.
So
Don't fudge the dice.
Mm,
That's all I'm
that's-
gonna say.
so that's 17 plus 5 to hit. So what's that?
No way. All right. Yes, that does hit.
Yeah. Awesome. So and now it says what does it say when it has 7 and in the bracket it says like 1d8 plus 3. So you just
So
7 plus whatever's in the bracket, right?
1d8 plus 3. Yeah.
Sure. So that's 4 plus 3, 7.
7 damage.
Yeah.
Alrighty. You have a bonus action. So basically, you can disengage. You can decide to
Ooh,
do
I
something
definitely
minor.
disengage. I
Alright.
definitely disengage.
So you go
So I
ahead
just go
and.
maybe the
Okay.
previous spot, more or less where I was at. Yeah.
Alright, as this happens with your hit, she starts to reach a point where she's getting squished on the roof. And she is going to make another tentacle attack around the room. Alright, everyone, make me a dex saving throw, and all of you have to beat a 17.
Oof.
I did 19.
19.
16.
Okay.
Okay. No.
22.
So this is an attack against us.
This is an attack against you guys, yes.
Okay, good. Thank you.
Okay, someone's happy about that. So what do I have? I have
For sure. I got a
7 from Odd,
8
8
from.
from
okay. Who managed to save it is what I'm asking more than anything.
19.
Nemsha,
Marin
So Mark,
Meren, and
Marin,
and Brom. Marin and Brom saved.
yes.
so 2 of you only. All right. Mela, here goes nothing. Mela, you each take 12 damage as the tentacle smacks you all.
Okay.
All of you move back 5 feet.
Since she attacked me, I'm going to use Wrath of the Storm on her, and she needs to make a dex save, please.
Dexterity save. That's a 15.
Ooh, she saves,
Alright.
but she stakes nonetheless. 11, so 5 lightning damage, and she is pushed as well 10 feet away from me.
Unfortunately, she's unable to move.
Good point. Oh yeah, 5 damage.
I do something?
So,
Um,
that is a reaction, yes?
Can I use a reaction as well?
Yes. Go ahead.
So Odd is going to say about this Samantha, and he's going to his eyes are going to burn up a bit. He's going to snap his fingers, and flames are going to come out from underneath her. I'm casting Hellish Rebuke.
Is
so-
this a reaction?
Mhm.
Yep.
Okay.
It's a reaction.
So that's 9 damage. Fire damage.
She has to make a dex save.
Uh-huh.
So that would have
yeah,
to be.
dexterity 11.
Alright, she fails that dexterity save.
9
She's
damage.
swinging around. So that's 9 damage only, yes?
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Oh, no.
Okay, going back on the top of the line, you have Marin, Ennis, and Clomax. How do you want to do your rounds?
Same thing as before.
Yeah, I think same thing as before works.
I just need
What do
to
you
get in closer to.
By the way,
try and
Marin,
hit her.
your illusions, because they all got hit as well with you. They
She wasn't hit.
She wasn't hit. Oh no, they remained
No.
then. Never mind. All of them somehow it just goes through them. Unfortunately, it's not intelligent enough at this point to realize that they are illusions.
Okay.
So you're fine.
Okay, Marin, you want to go close?
Yeah.
Okay, Mela, I'm going before you, if
Okay.
you don't mind. I'm going to go round to the other side where everyone is,
Okay.
and I'm going to cast. Where is it? Not that one. Thunder Wave at for 3rd level. I need her to make a con save.
Constitution.
Or she takes. How much was it? She takes 32
All right.
thunder damage.
So that's 19.
Okay, ماشي تعمل. So 32, she takes 16 because it's halved.
How much?
16 halved.
I can't.
I
hear.
used. Man, she takes a total of 16 damage.
16. Okay. Sorry. All right. So 16 damage in.
Yes. Hold on. And then with my. What you call it? Trident from behind her. I try and attack her. Where is it? $17 to hit
17 does hit. All right.
for 6 force damage.
Okay. That is taken.
That's my turn.
All right. So, Marin.
I'm going to get in closer, so I'm within 10 feet of her. And I'm going to hold up my staff and cast poison spray at her.
All right.
She needs to do a con save of 15.
Okay. And that fails. 14.
Nice.
So that's 16 damage, right?
Okay. So, she keeps growing inside the room. You start to hear the insides, just this wobbly inside. Would you like to take a bonus action?
Me?
Well, it's still kind of your turn, unless you want to pass it to the next player.
Can I use the rest of my movement to back up a bit?
You can disengage, yeah.
Okay, I'm going to do that.
Alright. That means that we have Ennis.
So, guys, we might need to get out soon, because the roof, I'm pretty sure the roof is gonna collapse soon.
Yes, you have a point.
I second that.
So,
Let's get the hell out of here.
still going to take a strike. Let's attack. 24?
Nice! Whoa, dude, what is with your rolls today, huh? Alright, that hits, duh.
11 damage.
Okay.
And that's 6 damage.
Whoa, alright.
Okay.
As you slam it's the halberd, yeah. So you slam the
Yeah.
halberd against her, and it squishes and squishes and squishes, and for some reason she keeps growing and growing and growing.
Okay. I'm just going to move away at this point.
All right, and that means it's Odd's turn.
Okay, where is the door?
The door, technically speaking, by the way it's designed, it would be here.
Okay.
So I'm going to move as close to the door as possible and take another shot at the creature. Can I ask a question?
Yeah.
Is the creature growing every time we hit it, or is it just continually growing?
You want to make an insight check about that?
Yeah, I would like to.
All right.
Of course.
It's 16.
So you're analyzing the situation from where you stand, and you do realize it seems like every time that she's been hit by magic or a melee weapon, or melee weapon, however people pronounce it these days. Yes, it seems like it's making her grow and grow. Does
Hey.
not necessarily mean she's becoming stronger. It just looks like she's becoming more rubbery.
Like a balloon?
Yeah, sort of.
Oh, she's gonna pop like a zit, isn't she?
She's gonna blow. I let the others know. I might tell them don't use melee and magic. I think it's making her expand. And as I say that, I kind of cover my face a bit and shoot because I'm scared that she's gonna pop.
Okay, in that case, because you're covering your face, roll with disadvantage.
So 12. So
Unfortunately, it misses. So it kind of does a ding and it hits one of the pots. Ding, 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 ding. You know, one of those cartoon moments, and it lands just on the floor. Uneventfully.
can I open the door? So I let.
That's yes, you can
open
use.
it.
Yeah, technically you can use your bonus action ish for that.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Yeah, sure. So the door is open.
Okay,
So what?
we're going to Brom.
Okay. So upon hearing what Odd has said, I'm assuming he said that to the whole party,
yeah.
right?
Yeah. I should.
Yeah. So so Brom definitely wants to grab a dagger and try like throw it at her. Maybe trying to aim it, I don't know, maybe close to her heart, maybe somewhere to the head, somewhere that maybe, I don't know, it could possibly do something. If not, it's just going to be consumed by rubbery.
Go ahead, roll for it, my friend.
All right, so. Oh, that's an 8.
Unfortunately,
It
that
hits.
does not hit.
Yeah. Ugh.
All right.
Yeah.
Would you like to do anything other than attack?
I'd like to go upon, obviously, so I threw something and it didn't hit. So I threw a dagger and it didn't hit.
So basically, you threw a dagger, right?
Right.
And it was a bit of a flimsy one that it kind of just lands sliding next to the creature and next to Clomax.
Okay, so I want to. I'm very close to the door, right?
Yeah, so basically, I don't know, you're on roll 20, so you should be able to see your position.
Exactly. No, I'm just confirming with you. I can actually see it. Yeah. So I want to put one foot outside the door as I hold one side of the door, as I realize that I haven't thrown the dagger in any shape, like in any way useful, and just kind of like peek my head in, and just I want to kind of like go out or like be next
Alright,
to the door just in case.
Odd and Ennis is between you and the door, so you have to keep that in mind. So you're gonna push them away, push them out of sight. It's like, fuck yourself out of here.
Okay, maybe rather than push, maybe like press my back towards them as I'm not looking behind me. I'm just kind of like trying to
Please
fiddle
do.
behind me, and I'm maybe touching the door and trying pushing myself closer outside without pushing anyone though.
All right, sure thing. That happens. Okay, monster. Once again, she's going to make a attack. All right. So everyone, you have to beat a 19 dex saving throw.
No way, 18. Jesus. Oh wait, 18 plus something though, no?
21 for me.
No, I beat it definitely. 18 plus 5.
Okay.
That's
So
16 for me.
Mark misses.
Odd is the only one who.
Ennis and Odd and well, Mark doesn't need to because he got a high roll. Ennis and Odd, you can roll with advantage should you wish.
Okay.
I already got a 21.
Okay, so Odds.
Same roll.
Mark.
Actually.
Good.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So that's Odd and Mark out of there. So Brom. The rest all get hit.
Those rolls, Ennis, man. Jesus.
Yeah, have you rigged something on D&D
next-
Beyond that we don't know?
Jesus, dude. Next
Do share if you did.
Bitch, man.
Alright,
That's
once
like-
again,
that's
everyone take 12
ours.
damage, please. Those who. Not everyone,
Okay.
sorry. So anyone who basically failed
Fails.
it gets 12 damage each.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
Marin, this time it hits you, which means it hits all of them, right? They dispart? How does the spell work? If you can just go over your spell really quickly. So currently there should be like 9 of you filling the room, slowly being engulfed in this big giant flubber.
Attacks pass right through them.
Alright,
Yeah.
so just like nothing happens to them. Alright, cool. This doesn't need concentration because it's just a standard illusion that stays for a long time, yeah?
It lasts for 8 rounds.
We are not even close. Alright, going back to the top of the round, which means Marin, Ennis, and Clomax, once again, you get to choose how you guys want to share your initiative because you all got the same.
I need to
We're-
get the hell out of here, because...
We're running
You
out.
all need to get the hell
Yeah.
out of here.
So
But first,
Uh,
I need to see if I can grab that spell she was reading.
Alright, that
Are it-
spellbook, by the way, is over there.
you say that out loud.
Can anyone see the spell? Can we save it?
Mela,
I have filled. I have something.
lambat.
Oh, I have mage hand. Okay,
Like-
okay, okay.
Duh, wizards!
Alright.
I got mage hand!
Okay. Never mind. Save yourself. Okay, I was gonna dash, but instead I'm gonna use mage hand. Is
Okay.
it within 30 feet of me?
It's even closer than 30 feet.
Yeah. So I'm gonna grab that parchment that she was reading from, or book, that book.
So her personal book of shadows kind of thing, yeah.
I'm gonna grab it, and then I'm going to run as far as I can towards the door, which is 30 feet.
Alright, so you ran to the rest of the
One.
party that's currently, bombarding the exits of the kitchen area.
And the mage
Uh.
hand is moving. It also moves 30 feet closer to me.
Alright.
I disengage, run to the door, and push everyone out.
Yeah, I get out.
We're all going out.
Alright, so you're all running out at this point, so we lose initiative. Okay.
Do you snag me as well on your way out?
Yeah, no. If you're at the door, yes, you just everyone's going out.
I wasn't at the door. I'm back
You,
here.
you could have made it to the door.
Hey, with 30 feet, you did.
Oh, so
Yeah.
I was looking at the squares. I was thinking 5 foot per square. Sorry.
So I don't know.
It's okay. No worries. No. The tiles you're seeing are not accurate to a foot, so don't worry about that. Alright, so you guys make it out of there, leaving what is left of Samantha, unfortunately.
Going out.
Wailing.
Going out, I just jab her with the trident, which is still behind her.
Does that mean that you make an attack? Is that technically an attack?
Hey,
Yeah. Once we're outside. Once we're out of the door, yes.
Go for it. I mean, listen, you've done it. You've done it. Now you said it. You
Yes.
quoted
No.
it.
No. Yeah. It's once we're
DM
outside. Yes.
rule. It goes.
Oh, no, where is it? Where is it? Spiritual.
Why am I
15 to hit.
Oh my god! I can't believe you hit. Okay.
Oh,
AC exact. Well done.
6 force damage.
And from behind you, you hear this. And
I
that's
think
what.
we missed it.
Yeah, it's muted a bit.
Oh no! Seriously? Okay.
Yeah.
It was like.
Again,
No,
Yeah,
nothing. You
exactly.
can't even pick. Ah, shit.
Look,
Anyway,
what we're
she's
seeing is
scr-
kind of like this.
Can you hear me talk normally though? That's the question.
Yes.
I don't know about
Yeah.
the streamers, but okay. So basically, there's this big wail and almost like a scream, and eventually the whisper comes out.
okay.
Oh. And does everyone hear that? Or is it just me?
No, everyone hears this, right,
Oh.
from behind you. Thank you, Magic Man, for the acting voice thing. Yes, unfortunately, Discord seems not to be picking it up. But at least the streamers heard it. You can see this on YouTube as well. Alright, so you guys are out of there. At this point, the sun has started to shine over some of the buildings, not above too high, but just like morning. The street is starting to get a bit busier with people starting to go about their opening shop, daily needs. You see mothers with their younglings just traveling in the streets, going to get that early fresh bread that you can smell coming from down the street. So this is what you currently are in at the moment. As I
I'll continue to try and mend her front door if it makes a difference.
It really doesn't make a difference, to be honest with you. You know, DM to player, but sure, your character doesn't know that. Some guilt probably is inside of you right now. It's just I'm gonna mend her door.
At least it looks good. Don't know what just
Passerbys
comes
are
in.
starting to give you an eye, like it's kind of weird, like what's going on. But they mind their own business anyways, so they keep going down.
Tell the others. If anyone walks in there looking for a doctor,
That's why I'm mending the door. At least
He's
you can
gonna-
look it.
I'm gonna. Marion, do you have a pen and a piece of paper, please?
of course. I hand them to you.
I write down out on vacation. See you in a month, and I write today's date and I stick it on the door.
Oh, any loved ones. Assuming not.
I feel like shit.
Yeah.
Why would she even do that?
She said she dealt with something like this, so maybe she knows how serious it can get.
Who knows?
I honestly don't know.
Sacrifice yourself? I mean, that's.
It was a bit
It's a lot.
a lot, yeah. But who knows? Maybe she had something else in mind.
No, it's not as in, don't
They
I
didn't
wasn't
expect it.
expecting it.
Maybe she wasn't expecting it? Maybe she wasn't expecting it to go as far as it did?
Or maybe it went a bit badly for her. Not something normal.
I mean, she did seem quite panicked.
Hmm.
So
If I have some quiet time with this book, I might be able to read something from it. What do you think we should do next?
Are we gonna leave her there?
Well, question to the DM. She's there or has she popped?
Oh, she popped.
Okay, no.
You heard the whole,
No
the
need.
scream and then
Just confirming.
the splash of whatever was there. It's no, So
Okay.
Do I
you've
So
smell? Do I smell anything?
you're outside. The only thing you smell is that fresh early bread coming from the bakery.
Yeah.
okay.
He deserves a proper burial.
Some of you are actually hungry. You haven't eaten in a while.
Oh, yeah.
You have to have something to bury though. You can't exactly scrape purple goo off the walls.
I'm losing my appetite. Like,
Yeah.
let's get some food.
Well, we can scrape her and possibly send. Can
At least,
someone who could possibly examine it?
We could also see if there's anything worth borrowing, taking, putting
I think
good
not
use,
Borrowing.
burying.
burying and putting to good use.
I think we need
Just
to be really careful that we don't touch any of that stuff because what if it corrupts us from that stuff?
Yeah, that is very good plan. So we'll just use a broom or a shovel to at least pile her up.
As you're discussing this next to the entrance, are you done mending the door, by the way?
Yeah, I think so.
So
It
you're done
takes a
mending the
minute to cast
door.
every time.
Yeah, alright. So basically, and the note's stuck on, and this little old lady comes up with her cane, and she looks at. She's like, "Are you waiting in queue?"
Sorry, she's no longer here.
She left.
She left.
She's on holiday.
But I
She deserves it.
But I had an appointment. Are you saying she's not there?
What kind of appointment do you have? Maybe we can help you.
It's really none of your concern. I need to see her.
I'm afraid she got word from a relative of hers and she had to go visit them. It
Was
was
there
a
an
bit
emergency?
urgent.
Of course,
She-
let
she-
the old lady die. Yes, sure. And she starts, mumbling to herself angrily. It's like something about youngsters and doing what they want and not committing.
Older.
People,
We don't have good luck,
people.
don't
She grabs the attention of people around, kind of looking, and they look back at you. It's like, huh? What happened?
Now out, we gotta go.
It's
I think we just leave.
yeah.
I hate to leave
So-
it like this.
Is someone waiting for us to answer them? Are we just going to walk off? DM, is there someone? Don, is there someone like waiting for us to answer them?
Well,
They're
a couple
looking at us.
of people that she's passing by them, and they're looking at her, and they're kind of looking back, and a few that are
Yeah.
closer to you guys are like, what happened to her? Like,
I'm gonna be like, she's a bit old. Don't pay this.
Yeah.
And
We
we're
just
gonna
made
start,
like do this.
gonna
they
start
kind of
walking
look.
away.
They look at
like,
Brom, and a familiar face to you, Brom, that you've seen in the streets a couple of times. Go like, oh, okay, just like, sure, yeah.
and pull.
I follow Ennis.
Yeah.
Put a braid.
I mean, sorry, Odd, I follow Odd.
Yes, we just. We say. I think I speak to Brom. I think we should search for an inn where we at least can have some food, not where we were, because you know
I
somewhere
definitely
else.
agree. Yeah, of course I know. Let's go. I'm assuming out of game I do know, right?
Yes, sure.
Of course I know. Definitely.
All right.
All right, let's go to the inn.
And we're just gonna do a quick 5-minute break, guys, and we'll be back to a cutscene where we're in a specific inn that apparently Brom knows. See you in 5. Alrighty. And we are back. Hello, everyone who's watching us on Twitch, and those of you watching us on YouTube who decided to fast forward through our little show reel of sponsors and events coming soon, by the way. We left off with the guys leaving Samantha in whatever blown up situation that was, and decided to head over to some tavern Brom knows. And this tavern's one of the dodgiest taverns that you've ever encountered in your lives. There are people there that smell, clearly haven't showered in ages, rough dressing, missing eyes. So yeah, you can thank Braun for bringing you here.
Home, sweet home.
If you
Right.
say that,
Yeah. Quite a tough crowd.
yeah.
Oh. All right. Let's get going.
Yeah.
Can we have some breakfast too?
Yeah,
Yeah.
of course.
Yeah. Food first. Of course.
Absolutely.
So you order a breakfast, and basically what they have on the menu this morning is oatmeal.
That worse.
It could be worse.
It could.
The alternative is you could kind of water it down to look like porridge.
Oatmeal's fine.
Oatmeal's
I'll
fine.
just take oatmeal.
Sure thing.
Mm,
All right, so you guys are, the chef kind of says, okay, that would be 5 silver each. What?
Okay.
That's that doesn't sound right, mate.
Yeah.
Oh, for oatmeal, Brom.
You
You come to this establishment.
you look like you can afford it. If you can't, don't worry. I'll quarter the portion. And I'll make it cheap, 1 copper.
I'll take 4 quarters, please.
Okay. That's 4 copper. And he kind of puts them into cups for you each.
No, I give him 5 silver. I'm happy with my oatmeal.
Yeah, I'll go with the 5 silver.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Fine.
Cheeky ass
With-
devil face
with the-
boy. As he
With the
walks
warhammer
away.
next to me.
Bro, what what did you get in my? What are you doing, man?
I
Hanging
got
out
you some
with fancy
business.
people. Yeah, who can't?
Coming up in the world. You're still here.
Whatever. He spits on the side. It's just like, I'll carry on my business. All right, and he kind of leaves you guys to discussing whatever you want to guys discuss.
Sit on the table, oatmeal. 5-star treatment. Then just sit down.
So, at least Ennis is fine for now.
Yeah, you've got a problem.
Yes, but
We need
I
to
think,
find a new corruption here.
but we might get some stuff from. Merin might learn some stuff from the book she got.
Okay, nobody talk to me for 10 minutes. And I'm gonna focus on comprehend languages so that I can read what's in the book.
Okay. So,
Oh, Brown. I think
Yeah.
now we're back to you. It seems.
Yeah.
So you want to head off to the other side of the mountains?
Yes. I want to go back to the city.
Mm. Currently, at least we're not really venturing that way, but I think if time comes and we'd be going that way, I think we would be gladly,
yeah,
join
glad
you in-
come here.
yeah, and possibly help you eradicate what
The
you need.
Norns Alliance, right?
You hear the chef once again go like, foolish. Foolish.
Um, well, yeah, I definitely could use some help. These strange things that have been happening are clearly coming from that city. It's very important that that I go over there. I certainly don't want to keep you from your journeys, but it seems like we might have a duty to go see what all these attacks are about.
Considering that these are, as you're saying, all these attacks are coming from there and from yesterday's battle,
Right?
it it seems like these monsters have connections with the corruption and with Odd here. It ties well with, in fact, our mission in the sense that we are, in fact, here to just find out stuff about Odd's background. So,
Yeah.
Yeah,
with them being tightly knit with him,
So
sure.
it seems our
So
paths are not too far off.
yeah.
Mm. Well, I definitely would like to help you if it means if we could help each other. Um,
That'd be great. Could use a good hand. He's been reliable so far.
And also, it seems
thank you.
you know more of the place than us, for sure, since you've been here longer. We've just been here less than a week.
Sure, of course. I'd be more than happy to show you.
So, what is your plan for getting to the city
Well,
so far?
I had mentioned something about the dwarves.
Oh, yes.
They were having trades with the city.
Mm.
I was thinking maybe we could get in there with their help.
Okay.
It's not really an alliance, perhaps. It's just to get into the city, start a spy network, really try figure out, get some information
Who's
before
going
making any rash decision.
Okay.
Because
That might be a bit of a problem if we try and join you.
Okay, why is that?
So, let's just say it's
Ennis
very
doesn't
likely
like
a-
them,
it's not just that.
basically.
I'll probably recognize it. I'm going to be a recognizable face.
The dwarves.
And we don't like, let's just say, I'm not a big fan of the clan. They're not a big fan of me.
Right. No, that would cause a lot of distraction, and that's something we definitely want to avoid.
Yeah.
But that definitely throws my plan out the window. I wonder, do you have any other plans?
Of course,
Perhaps you
dwarves
can
like,
think about them right now.
dwarves. What's new there? Dwarves are really. Let me guess. He doesn't even like Niall now, does he? Then he's gonna be bringing prosperous, generous, merchants and all that stuff.
Did I hear Niall? Did you hear Niall's name? I talked to the
No, I don't
whoever
talk
was it.
cats. I don't talk meow. And he kind of
Niall.
It starts. Yeah, Niall. Yeah, dwarf. Him bringing prosperous, generous business. Yes, I think moving to the west is a good idea. The first thing I'm gonna do, close shop, go to the west. People love my food.
When you stay here.
Uh,
Five-star treatment.
I think we have spoons, yes? That's what we're eating.
You're
I assume.
eating
Go
with
to
wooden
spoon.
spoons, yes.
Okay, no. Once he
My
says
God.
it, I just lift up a spoonful and just make it have it drop from the spoon when he says that.
See? Perfect oatmeal. You'll never find a perfect oatmeal like that one.
Eat.
That's the way. That's the way my great grandmother used to make it. Recipe
Okay.
followed down from generation to generation. Right, Brom? Right, Brom?
Hey, man, I like the oatmeal.
There you
Bit
go. He likes the
expensive, but I
oatmeal. You
like
like the oatmeal. Now shut up and eat it. As you kind of goes back to pots and pans.
So, I don't know. I don't know. And I'm not too familiar with these lands to be able to say what can be done. I think you'd be actually more familiar.
Well, Niall seems to be a good hook entrance point from your end. From our end, I
Yeah.
think even the guild, if we mentioned that we get your info out.
Wait a second. And I kind of like, can I huddle up the people so I'm not heard by a lot of people?
All right.
I'm thinking.
Yeah.
The cook said he wants to move to the west, yeah?
Yeah.
What if we disguise ourselves as chefs to get into the city? Perhaps we wouldn't be
Oh.
recognized.
Oh,
Make him
okay.
an offer he can't refuse. Aye.
Like the one we did to the old man yesterday.
But the old man had it coming, apparently.
Just to see that we're on the same boat. Okay.
What
Can
happens to the
certainly
cook
try.
and his oatmeal is not my concern, as long as we get into that city. The dwarves, apparently we can't do business with them. Ennis has told us, so that definitely scraps that idea.
No. But he's going to the west with the dwarves. The
He's gonna
cook.
go west to kind of to where we're from, not to the city.
Oh, not to the city.
No. The city's to the west. We're from the east.
We're from the east.
Oh yeah, right.
At
Wait,
least, of
wait,
course.
out of game. Isn't that where he wants to go to?
The City of
Isn't there where
Ages.
the
Yeah.
Isn't that where the cook wants to go to?
Yes, as
He wants
well.
to move?
Okay.
He's, you know,
All
I
right.
mean, you think about it. You have Brokewood, which is okay, but
Right.
the East is not doing so well business-wise,
Sure.
especially since humans are very disliked in this section for historic reasons. Then there's the opportunity back in the West, which is in a capital city.
Okay.
Yeah.
No-brainer.
I'm just saying. There's been going on about the West and oatmeal and nonsense.
No.
Brom,
Perhaps we could make use of him.
instead
Yeah,
of acting as chefs, maybe we could be mercenaries hired by this really good porridge chef to
As his
escort him into
bodyguard.
the. Yeah,
But Ennis needs to be disguised. As
Of
he
course.
said before, he's easily recognizable. Actually, so am I.
Are you guys at this point
All of us
raising
know.
your voices as you're speaking?
No,
Like you're
no,
raising
No,
voices
I'm
in real
still,
life?
I still said
We- we-
huddled
we-
up
we-
right now.
All right, all right.
No, I said it in the beginning.
But for that, I think we can employ Meren for that with her masterful illusions.
Huh?
That's a good idea.
What? Sorry, I'm focusing on the book. What?
Well, being a master illusionist yourself, I think we can use your illusions to mask both Ennis and Brom when we smuggle, so to speak, ourselves with the cook as his bodyguards, possibly.
It's a wonderful idea.
What are you talking about? Yes, but remember how hard it was to keep me hidden when we were in the middle of dwarves who hate humans? It's
No, but we're not going near. We're going on the opposite side. We're going near dwarves that love humans.
yeah, but what I mean is maintaining the invisibility all day is an issue.
Yeah, illusion.
No. Oh, yeah, because
You start to run out of power.
Suppose.
you're still not the master illusionist that we need.
Well, if you guys would stop messing around and we succeed in our missions faster, I would be an illusionist even quicker, okay? So,
Ooh, she's got you there.
Okay.
now, I'm just about to finish my ritual, so shh. Get back into my books.
So what if I might be able to help. If we can acquire a disguise kit, I might be able to alter your appearance. I have some experience using
All right.
makeup from my
Okay.
past.
I guess the only problem would be
Yes.
persuading the cook of our plan. I mean, I guess the prospect of gold and wealth wouldn't be the problem. It's why he would need us to come along with him. I mean, hired muscle, that's yes, but why would we need to dress up and disguise ourselves? I don't like his sort. He might sell us out when it comes to the gate. Although for the right price, he'd keep his mouth shut.
Well,
Dagger.
Do we need him?
that's the thing. You can go. That's what I was getting at. You, Brom, you can just go to the city how you were envisioning, but what I
Hmm.
mentioned was, since you with your information that these monsters are coming from City of Ages, us being part of
Hmm.
the Watchers, if we might get be able to go to the city through our guild, as in fact we have currently traveled
Ah,
so far.
What if
cut
we
out
ask
the
them?
middleman.
What was that?
What if we ask them to?
Oh no, Brom. What?
So what you're really suggesting is cut out the middleman and not involve him at all.
Yeah.
Yeah. But we
I
need
like
to, okay,
that. Less risk.
before we go on with this one, we need to first check with our quartermaster if it's
I don't know.
possible to
The
do
cook
that.
is the backup.
The cook is the backup.
Plan C, as you may put it.
We
All
could
right.
also hitch you a ride. Maybe the quartermaster will be okay with that.
You know,
Well, anything that could help.
Could get there in like a day. Teleport.
Well, that sounds reasonable.
Because and with you having the information, that would also help us. Because with you being there and you passing on the information to the quartermaster, that would bolster the information that the monsters these are coming from the city.
Absolutely. I'm more than willing to help and tell your quartermaster everything that I've told you.
Uh, before we're going, but I think we should
we need a
stealth
fireplace.
stealthily go back and try and scoop up some Samantha. In the sense, it can help
Sure, we
it,
still.
for the quartermaster instance, because it can help to study.
Okay. Do we have a vial of sorts?
Well, Samantha's a potion shop, so I think.
Well, she exploded.
I
Yeah,
think we
no,
have to
but
be
the
careful
shop.
though. If
No,
they see us going back in that house,
no, that's why I said stealthily, because like
certainly.
Marin said, we can turn
What?
invisible.
What?
Well, we
Okay,
also
I finished my ritual. I'm good for an hour. What do you want?
We need your masterful illusionist now, and your invisible
we
powers
also have
to scoop up some
someone.
Samantha.
We also have someone who's trained in hiding and sneaking.
So having him invisible will. Uh, uh, um, I don't think he's the best.
Yes.
I don't think he's the best.
Yeah,
Yeah. Okay. Fine.
I just got rid of that. Thank you. But honestly, I think this is an added risk for no real benefit. What if you guys end up with tentacles just so we get some Samantha?
Because it's good for the quartermaster, for the guild to study and
We
possibly
have
get
the dagger
more
as well.
information.
Let's try to ask him maybe if he needs it before we put ourselves in that risk.
We need the
Okay.
fireplace.
Yeah. Well,
And
you need.
privacy would be nice.
Yeah, the thing is,
Yes.
I cannot call him back. Call him today.
By the way, every time I mention Samantha, Don, I am speaking in a hushed tone.
So, Marin, you said you're ready. I think you.
Yes, I can read any language for the next hour. So I'm going to look at the book and see if there are any pages that particularly look interesting, because it takes me a minute per page.
Right.
So basically, you can. Most of the book is written in common, by the way.
Now he tells me.
And hey, you never asked. I mean, you didn't open the book. It's like, what am I looking at? What is there like a language? None of that. It's just like I'm going to concentrate. And it's like, sure, okay.
I know
However,
that she was reading a language I don't understand, so I want to look at
yeah.
that
So
too.
basically, some of the spells are in different languages. So you have common, and then all of a sudden there are citations. Some of them are in different languages. The one that you focused on is Primordium, right? So it's a very old language. So you basically studied this for a whole hour. You're saying, is that what? So you
No,
comprehended
I've
it?
cast comprehend languages so I can read anything, any
Anything.
page that I can touch. But
All
I'm
right.
not trying. I'm not trying to learn the spells. I just want to
No.
see what's in the book, and especially are there any
So
notes
a
that she
lot
may
of
have
the
written.
book contains some weird mumbo jumbo magic spells, rituals that are a bit dark of nature. You do realize that some of the spells have a similar like emblem at the top right hand of the page, like every 5 odd pages here and there. You see the symbol of an eye with a circle around it and like spikes coming out of it. So you're not quite sure what that means, but it's something you take note of. A lot of the spells are to either commune with demons, negative energies, dark entities, and one of them in specific, which you start to make sense of what happened earlier, is she tried to absorb the negative energy out of Odd. However, from what you can understand what was going on, she didn't complete the ritual well enough to be able to cast it outwards, um, basically out into the world for it to be set free and find a new host. So she eventually became the host, taking the full corruption herself. From what you can understand, that's how bad this can be. So that's what you gather mostly out of the book. There is something about bringing some Lord of Darkness back on a blood moon at the end of the pages. But really and truly, that's like the biggest, like, what the, what the F is, So that's basically it.
Okay. Wow, Samantha was into some very dark stuff. Something about bringing the Dark Lord back on the blood moon. Make sense to anyone? I
Not,
I turn the pages around and I show them the weird symbol with the eye. Has anyone seen this before?
uh, can we do some sort of check, Don? Right.
None of you've seen this symbol before.
Have I ever heard of the blood moon?
Something makes, like, something clicks for you, Odd. Something, it's like, but you can't recollect how or why. And it's even worse because it's like in part of your memory, which is the blocked part.
I think
I think Samantha was trying to take the corruption from you and cast it out of you, but something went wrong and instead it went inside her. Do you feel any different? Do you feel like it's gone or do you feel like it's still there? Have you heard the voice since then?
I heard it when the thing died.
We all heard
Well,
it.
we all heard that.
You all heard it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Yes.
well, kind of a relief, I guess, as I felt so alone in this. It's so creepy, right? Like, now you know what I've been living with. So, oh, that's kind of comforting in a weird way. This blood moon, I'm, I'm sure it's connected to my past, to my
Okay.
other past.
So, nothing to give to the quartermaster.
Hmm.
So what were you guys talking about while I was doing this?
We're trying to figure out a way to go to the City of Ages.
And it
Why?
seems
Do you remember, Bro? Do you remember that Brom wants to go back to get kind of vengeance? We believe also that there might be the source of where the monsters are coming from. At least
Yeah,
he
but
believes so.
that's kind of not what we're paid to do.
oh, that's the thing,
But
because we're paid to find history on Odd, and
Which we
since
did.
yes,
As time is
since the
going by, and you're discussing this, you start to realize that more Patreons are starting to enter this tavern, and
How much is their monthly fee? Which bracket are they in?
no, they're all pretty much like the people you kind of walked into.
Okay.
Scruffy and like some of them, Brom, you know them because they're part of your gang and stuff like that. You know, others you've dealt business with. They kind of nod to her, hey, Brom, good morning. Brom.
Can
You
I
have the
do a
odd gnome coming along. It's like, hey, Brom, look what I found. And he kind of hands you over like a scaly finger. It's like, I took it off a dragonborn earlier last night. And he kind of woggles off as he's trying to make a necklace out of it. The chef moves over to you guys as you're discussing and this is happening. It's like, you're taking a seat of 5. I need you to either make more, coin and eat more, or get out.
We paid you 5 silver for porridge. For what's
porridge.
actually oatmeal.
Now,
We paid you 5 silver.
you want more porridge? Cough
No.
up another 5.
Do you have a private room by any chance?
He kind of looks around. He's like, do I look like I have a private room? If I had a private room, you'd turn this into a brothel. What are you? Get out
Well,
of
then
here.
you just lost a lot of coin, and I wake up, I get up, and I fuck off.
He looks at
waggling
you.
my
He looks
tail.
at you. Looks at Brom. Is like, you're starting to hang out with the odd people and the wrong people. Remember where you came from.
Give me a second.
Okay, and that kind of. In the meantime, I'm going to take the opportunity of the mess that we're in and remind everyone that on the 30th of July, we have a board games night at Gyros and Churros at 8 p.m. onwards. There's a bunch of board games. You can find the event on PlayUp Facebook page, and the tickets to book is there too. The entrance is €5, and if you want some good, delicious food, Gyros and Churros actually made a personal little menu for us at €10. You get one of those of your choice and a drink. Also, we'd like to thank our sponsors, the Miniature Corner Studio, who does customized miniatures. As you can see over there, there's a couple of pirates rotating. We also have the Giant Sour that also do miniatures. They're more themed based, like as you can see, dwarves in specific, Asian adventures. They also have this amazing Viking set and so forth. So we're back in action. All right, so Odd heads out of the place. Do you guys follow?
If he's heading out here, I think we'll.
There's
I
no
follow.
need to be so rude.
You don't have to be so freaking magic-y, bookworm.
Yeah, I guess we follow. Right? So,
Yeah. Ron goes out.
I turn to Brom and I say, really? I mean, what kind of service is that? 5 silver for porridge, and then they're kicking us out because we're taking a bit of time.
And he
It's
was
like,
so
no,
speciesist. What he said about
Yeah.
tieflings was uncalled for.
These are not exactly your refined type. You know?
It's not that we are of the refined type either.
Yeah, but definitely more refined than that.
Yeah.
Did you see that little gnome with a finger?
Yeah.
Okay.
There's only so much you can ask for, really.
I thought it was
point.
kind of cool, to be honest. Coolest thing we saw in there. Better than the porridge, for sure.
I take
So-
the finger over the porridge, to be honest.
Okay, enough fingers, please. I'm gonna lose my porridge, and it was 5 silver. So, are the witches gonna pay us though? To go to Aegis?
Yes, probably.
Well,
Basically.
again, we'll need to contact the quartermaster. We need to find
Okay.
a better place with a fireplace.
Yeah, can we not speak about this in the middle of the road? Because I'm getting a bit paranoid.
No.
We might
Yeah.
have enemies.
They're everywhere. He's a smart one,
Yeah.
this one. Let's go somewhere private.
I think it's best.
We need somewhere that's got a fireplace or a pool or something
Yeah, but
Elementally.
we can communicate
Yeah.
magically.
I don't know. But how are we gonna communicate with him? He has to call us, not we. We currently cannot call him.
How about we just go? We've got nothing for us here. Why don't you just go? We take Brom with us. We'll see what happens.
Take us half a
A
day.
man of action.
No. Okay.
Hold on, I know it's around here somewhere.
wait.
Is everyone sure about this?
Oh,
It's up to
forgot
you.
we have. Yeah.
Don't really have much option.
Unless we want to investigate, what's his your the old man, the one that said again, I think
Mor-
Mortos, yeah.
Mortos?
Unless you want to check him out again, I think we
Wait,
might be
wait.
done over here.
Out of game. Is Mortos the old dude?
No.
That
No,
we-
no, 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 no,
Oh,
no.
okay. Because
You
he
did
doesn't
not
want to
meet
talk to
Mortos.
anyone at this point. Like, okay.
Mortos created or had some kind of connection to the monster that came out, the first one we
Right.
saw.
Right.
That was out of suppose. Yes. Should we just scope out the house? I mean, the roof is blown out. I'm sure there are going to be patrols, some kind of city guard there. Maybe we should just check the place out, and then
Which house?
Martos's house. It's going to be because the thing blew out of the roof,
Yes.
so there might be like
I
city
thought-
guard.
I thought Morthos was really powerful, but then he didn't come after us after we finished the monster. He just disappeared.
I have a feeling that was a distraction for him to leave.
We have other business.
Maybe he didn't want to blow
The
his
only
cover.
thing the only thing we managed to do is lop off a limb, but it barely seemed to affect him.
Yeah. We just got the sword out of the dagger out of that.
Letter opener.
Sorry. Yes.
That's you guys want to go? Want to go check it out before we leave? While we're here, at least from a distance.
I think it won't do anything bad to check it out.
From a distance.
And I don't know. I don't know if it might be worth it. Going there because for some reason we might even stumble upon the old man. Not to do anything to him, the one that fled, but maybe you can get some information on this dagger, on this letter opener, something else. Who knows? Which he knows, which he didn't tell us for some reason.
He seemed pretty powerful. He might be on the other side of the continent, you know. But yeah, if we find him, that would be.
He told me he was broke. He said he spent all his money on that tavern, so it didn't sound like he was doing very well.
I mean, I don't know. We could definitely go check it out, but if he comes back, I doubt he wants to talk to us. I mean, we weren't exactly hospitable to him.
Yeah,
But I guess it's worth a go.
You have something he's been wanting for a long time.
Perhaps he'd reappear.
Naked.
Do we,
without any
would
clothes.
we really
With
want
a
to give him
crutch?
that? Would we really want to give him that dagger? That's
Oh, I do not trust
I don't
someone that
think so.
tries to mentally control my friends.
I wouldn't.
On the other
Yeah.
hand, he is the one person we could talk to who actually knows something about it.
that's the whole point. If he can give us some information, we can. Who knows?
He didn't want to before, but maybe now he will because his thing didn't work before.
Yeah, perhaps his wounds have healed.
The streets
But
are a
let's
bit busier at this point, as you guys are discussing in the middle of the street. More people seems to be lining up. Again, shady characters lining up to the place where you ate. Starting to build a bit of a queue outside the door. Sun is a bit higher now into the sky as morning has clearly set in, and the air is now warmer. What was once the smell of bread in the streets is now filled with mixtures of different scents.
How about we see if we can find the wizard, then we scope out Morthos, and if anything goes terribly wrong, we just scram.
Yeah, that's the plan. We go scope out Mortos. If we meet the wizard on the way, we speak with them. we go back with what information we have.
So, Brom, when we say you have to hold on to us and we will teleport back to the guild, and I hope it takes you with us.
So your plan of action is... Sorry, I just want to compress time a bit.
Scope out Mortos.
Okay.
If we find the wizard, we talk to him. If we don't, unless Brom has something he wants to do before, we can just crush the gem and
All I'd like to do is go to the city. What we do in between is fine with me.
All right, so you scatter off to the direction where Mortos's facility is, house. As you were approaching from memory where this place is, you realize that there are two hooded figures standing guard at the door, face unable to be seen as their hoods lies downwards. Cloaks in brownish in material. The door is clearly open as you are getting closer and closer to the place. The rooftop still blown open. You can't really see much as it's on top. What's really going on there? No sign of the old man.
I turn to Brom. And do those figures look some sort of familiarity to you in sense of any guild or any group that they might belong to?
So from Brom's knowledge, this is actually, yeah, he recognizes them as some kind of religious cult that occasionally walks down the streets in groups of 5, one leading the group forward and 2 and 2 behind. Brum doesn't really know what they worship or who they are. He just knows there are cults that basically doesn't really interfere much in the ways of, the everyday man. However, Brum, this is kind of new to you that they're standing guarding a building. Let's put it like that.
And is there any insignia visible or just black cloaks?
Just these brown cloaks, like the monks'
Yeah.
habits. Basically, that's what they look like.
Okay.
Is there an alley we can duck into while we discuss this?
There is an alley, 2 buildings away from it. Yes.
Nice.
Okay. We'll head in.
Yeah. It's very
So-
strange that they're there.
And you don't have any recollection of what they can worship, because this information can help aid us quite a bit in the sense it's quite good information for the quartermaster and for stuff to look into. If he's tied to a cult,
So, what we can tell for now, they're cults, they're visiting a house, they're visiting Mortal's house, which, he's a lich. We don't know if they know he's a lich. We know there was a monster. The monster was not visible, right?
the ground is clear, I suppose. None.
Oh yes, the creature has been removed from the streets. Clearly.
Okay, yeah.
No city guard, nothing, just these 2 cults.
Yep.
Cults.
And the passerbyers mind their own business as they're passing them. They don't even make eye contact or even look in that direction.
Mm.
I could.
So- Mhm.
Yeah, you were gonna say?
No, because I was going to ask Brom, 'cause since you are from this place, you might know more. What do you know about the building, about Mortos? Do you have any idea what he does and why possibly they're like the people are ignoring that?
Hmm. Would I know how to answer such a question?
You can give some basic information.
Basic information being that I know something about the house,
The house,
or
all you know is Mortos is some kind of like shrink. Um, so it was odd that whatever happened there. Really and truly, you can't really make the 1+1 with why the cultists are there. So
yeah. So I guess all I could offer in terms of information is that the cultists are acting strange. They seem to be perhaps guarding something, or they're
Yeah.
around the house, which is very strange. They don't usually do that. Considering that we had already fought the monster over there, and there was sighting of that guy over there. Yeah, perhaps it's worth investigating. I can't really be much more help than that.
Yeah.
The door is open, so one option is to make two people invisible and send them in while we distract the people on the outside.
as
How
you're
badly? How
discussing
badly do
between
we
you,
want to
you
get in?
hear a door kind of close in in the street.
Oh well, there goes that. Unless someone opens it in the distraction.
But it might be there are no people outside now as well. I just find I don't know. Sorry, uh,
We can get
Ennis,
through the roof.
Ennis.
It's
Maybe
so
you.
big.
Sorry, before we continue. In the alley, we went to a door closed in the street that we are. So someone was
So
listening to us.
basically, if if this is kind of the street you're in and the alley is kind of here,
Uh-huh.
you heard the noise come from the street, not from the
Okay, all right.
kind of
Yeah,
insinuating that the door you had seen open is closed now.
Okay, all right. As they continue, I'm going to peek out and see if those two are still in front.
So as you peek out, you realize that they actually brush just pass by you as five of them pass.
Okay.
Mortos isn't with them, right?
No.
Okay.
Hmm.
They keep on going.
Yep.
They don't
keep
pay
on going.
attention to us.
They ignore you completely.
Okay.
So we need to act fast. Follow them or go to Mortos.
We can split a bit.
Yeah.
So, two of us are good at sneaking. Maybe they can follow.
Yeah,
Three of us. Maybe I should be good at sneaking.
Well,
I can sneak. I give my grappling hook. Get out my grappling hook. Whoever's gonna stay here can use this to try and get on the roof. If you
We
want.
can just, bash the door down.
Maybe. It's up to you.
I'll take the hook
I'll give you the hook.
because
I'm removing that from my inventory.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, I'm going to start following them. Does anyone want to come with me? Where are we going to meet? Back here?
Like
I
you're in
think
an
so.
hour.
Back here in
Alright.
an hour. Okay, so I start following them. Anyone want to join me?
I think I might want to join you actually.
Come on, bro. Let's go.
All right. So
Alright.
how's the party being
Okay.
split? Really quick.
So me and Odd are going to follow the cultists, while the rest, I guess, are going to investigate the house. Right?
I'm staying with
Yeah.
the house. Ennis staying with the house. Merin.
Yeah.
I'll go where you think I should.
It's up to you.
I think me and
Yes,
bro might go.
literally.
It
Oh,
is
is
up
that
to you. I mean,
I don't know what to do. I want to stay at the house.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll see you guys later. And we.
Stay safe.
we'll meet.
You too.
Stay safe.
Don't
All
break
right.
down the
So
door.
Brom and Odd, you're going to
Fine.
sneak
Hmm?
and follow them, right? Can
Yeah.
you both give me a stealth check, please?
Natural 20.
Ooh.
Jeez, nice.
Is that just a normal D20?
Yes, please. Normally 20 plus your stealth.
18 and I stealth.
It's usually a plus your dex.
Oh, so that's +5.
Nice. All right. So yeah,
That's 20.
you stealthily like start walking behind them, making sure that you're not, out of the ordinary, obvious following. as you are following them to wherever they're going at this point. They start turning streets, getting a bit too deep into the city as time is passing by. Yeah, it's taking side streets and all this stuff. Eventually, they come across what looks like to be an old abandoned cathedral of sorts. And one of them reaches out their hand and does a weird knocking sound with a pattern to it. Very hard to replicate per se. Which immediately the door opens slightly as you see another hooded figure in the shadows come out. There's few whispering words between them because you hear a noise coming from underneath their cloaks, and eventually he opens the door entirely and all the set of five walk in, and the door closes quickly, but as it's about to make contact entirely close, it just slows down again and closes.
I want to take a mental note of the knock and try to remember it as.
All right, I need you to give me an intelligence check to see if you can remember how that knock was done.
That's a 1.
Mm,
Both
you
ends of the
couldn't.
spectrum.
You're there going like it was like. No, it was. Damn it! How did he do it?
You get that, bro? I
You want to try an intelligence check to see if you.
I mean, I could, I guess I could. Yeah, that's a 4.
You two were just like. I think it went like riggedy dig dig dig. Oh no! That's how the dwarves do it.
Okay, so this cathedral, are there any other entry points? Are there any windows?
So
What about, yeah?
the description of the building per se is basically it's a bit of a standalone building. As you look around, you realize it's quite central, but like houses clearly were built recently around it. So at some point, this cathedral might actually be taken down from how things are being developed. In relation to windows, there are a couple of windows, give or take about 12 feet high from the signs. There's only one door entrance that you can see. It's quite a large door. It's one of like like these church doors that you see. Again, there's really nothing that gives you a quick entry point per se. So, and the only reason why you know it's a kind of abandoned and no one seems to have been here is the amount of dust that is on the stairs. You have all this bad wheat growing around, these bad plants and starting to grow on the edges and in the pavements. It's really not taken care of at all. Some graffiti is written from what you can see on the side, a couple of pictures drawn on, posters of past events and wanted posters on as well stuck to the columns. So yeah, you really and truly, there's nothing that indicates there's an easy way in here.
Is the street busy?
Where you are, not at all. It's really quiet. You have just that one occasional woman further down the street just kind of hanging her laundry outside from her top floor on this, DIY kind of hanging thing horse.
Mm-hmm. You got any ideas, bro?
Well, I don't know, lad. Perhaps I think as best we could do is get closer to the building. Maybe we could peer through the window slightly, see what's happening inside, and maybe one of us keep watch for any people that are passing by. I think, and if there's maybe another entrance, we could find it along the way. But I think more than that, we can't really do.
It's a good
What do you
idea.
think?
Yeah, I was thinking maybe we should try scale a building or try climb since the street is quite empty. Maybe we could
It's
both
quite
try
quiet
keeping.
here.
Yeah, we could both try to picture a window because
Sure. Yeah, we could definitely try. No harm in that.
As you start making your preparations to start making your way up against one of the walls, we're gonna cut to Ennis, Clomax, and Marin.
Oh, I think with the top open, I think that seems to be the best way to enter, considering that he knows your faces for sure with your brother sister act. Uh, and a small note: does any one of you have a rope?
I do.
Okay, because I don't. I've got a grappling hook, but I don't have a rope. So that works. At least we can try and use it to try and get on the roof from the alleyway.
Alright.
Possibly try and scale it from the back. What do you think,
Sure.
Marin?
Yeah, unless we might want to do a distraction at some point, but first let's see how far we get with this, I guess.
Okay. So, Mala, I think best
I-
you
You,
you
yeah,
throw or
best
I
you-
throw.
I think it's best that you throw. I'm
I'll
not
try
sure,
first.
sure.
Yeah,
I can't do my rope.
I think yeah, that helps. Okay, so I'll tie the rope to the grappling hook and I'll try and throw it to the roof of the building.
All right,
See if it
give me a dex
sticks.
save. Give me a dex check. Sorry, not save. Dex check. See if you can dexterily throw
Nope.
that thing. That thing
I
just
can
kind
throw
of
it.
clinks and falls down, almost hitting Ennis.
Come on.
Uh,
Okay.
Try again.
Yeah.
Okay, this time I'm gonna guide myself to at least get some help. So plus d4 plus 1.
Hey, look at that.
Hey!
3D dice. Sorry, the audience can't see that. 15, yeah, so basically you managed to get that hook into what seems to be, what are they called? Man, at this point of the day. Where water travels down, so
Yeah,
The gutter?
Yeah.
the gutter. So there's a roof gutter there. It kind of
Yeah.
clicks in there. You kind of pull to make sure it's sturdy. It's all fine. It's not gonna
Okay.
come off. So
So you go first. I go up last.
Alright.
all right, athletics your way up, guys.
I can help you up a bit.
Okay, so you're gonna athletics with advantage.
I
Yeah.
surprised myself with how dexterously I climb up the rope.
All right.
So,
So both of you just kind of get, you find your grip on the walls and you manage to get on top, and it's the same disease. Like you've never, you just realize how bumpy these walls are, how the grip of your feet kind of gets through it, and you get to the top, to the roof. Clomax, are you going to climb?
That was the initial plan. I'll go up. Do you guys want to help me up with the rope?
sure.
Okay. So, athletics.
Yeah.
And we help on
Advan-
rope strength check.
Advantage or no
Advantage rope?
advantage?
They're assisting you with
Yeah.
with the rope. Yeah, go ahead with advantage.
So, I'll guide myself as well.
Oh wow.
20.
Stack that up, baby. Go ahead.
Yes, I need to.
Historically, he needs all the help he can get.
Plus d4 plus
He
we're doing
was not the one having
athletics,
issues.
plus 3. So, I get an 8 and a 13. So,
All right. So with a 13, you manage to climb up. The issue isn't the climbing. You just realize the issue is the weight that you have on you. Literally, Marin and Ennis almost went "Oof," like
Yeah, it's a whole 170 pounds.
you just it's this big giant dude just coming over the side of the alley, and you make it on top. Okay, with a bit of difficulty, starting to realize you may need a diet. So, yeah, you're on top of the first roof. There's the second roof, and then there's Mortos's house, which is the open roof.
But they're on the same level, or
Yeah, they're on the same level basically.
okay. So we go into Mortus's house. What did?
Don't forget the
Yeah.
grapple.
Yeah, I unhook and I put it back in the bag, and I hand off the rope back to Ennis.
Okay.
So let's go in
Yeah.
and rummage, I suppose.
All right. So you travel over the roofs and you get over to Mortus's parts. You realize that the place from where you stand on top of the open breakage clearly has been cleaned out. What there was is no longer there, and the only reason why you know this is because the way the layout of the dust was, where items were, is basically dustless, if you know what I mean. It's clean.
Yeah.
You do realize from what you can tell from where you stand, all three of you, is that whatever was here was probably some form of laboratory of sorts, because there is actually a hold down table with cufflinks on each side. Nothing really broken per se, despite that the roof was blown off by the creature. However, the cufflinks are no longer usable simply because the buckles, from what you can see, are no longer well, they're damaged at this point, either bent or not there.
Okay. I think, is there a door to the room?
Give me an insight check.
Insight or perception?
Oh, sorry, perception. Sorry, it's been a long day.
22.
Is that 22? Did you
Yep,
just
22.
Okay. So yeah, so you realize there is a door, kind of in the corner of the room. You had to kind of bend down a bit to get vision of it. It's not so obvious to you from where you stand.
But I also look around for any papers, journals, anything paper.
The room is completely evacuated
Yep.
and it's cleared out. So
Does it look like a humanoid would have been strapped to the table, or the beast we saw?
no, it is clearly an average humanoid-sized table.
Which then
Which-
seems to have
yeah.
transformed into whatever that was.
Presumably very quickly.
Yeah, judging by
So, we venture deep in, or we just go out? What do you guys say?
this part is
Well,
already cleaned up. It's very likely the rest of the house is cleaned up as well.
Well, we've come this far, we might as well
Yeah.
see what's on the other side of the door at least.
All right.
So you're gonna have to climb down. Just saying, because at this point you haven't climbed down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Someone should stay up and stay watch.
I don't think I'm the best person to stay outside and stay watch. I'm quite a beacon.
On the other hand, if we come running back in a hurry, you might be able to just pull us out.
That is true.
I can stay.
Yeah, because then
Just-
I can just lob you up, and
Yeah, and then we can poke them up together.
As you guys
I can-
discuss the strategy of who's going in and who's going to stay up, we go over to Odd and Brum. And at this point, how did you manage to get yourselves up, guys?
Um, is there anything we can try and climb using our hands since I gave away my grappling hook?
Technically, there is a few boxes that you can see around, a few crates that are kind of more towards the side of the houses, so they probably, they're probably belonging to them. But you could use them as kind of like a step up system.
And I'm assuming the houses are a level lower than the cathedral, right? So if we get on the roof of a house,
So if the cathedral is about like 4 stories high, the houses are just 2, so half the height, if just a bit smaller.
shall I, Brom, shall I try going up and I'll try and help you up once I'm there?
Yeah, sounds like a good idea.
So I'll put some of the boxes like in a way that I can like climb them up.
Okay.
Is there a check involved?
Sorry?
Is there a check involved? Should I roll something?
So you just
I'll
basically
just-
assemble the boxes in a way to
Yeah.
climb them up. Are you assembling them straight or like?
I'm trying to give some support. So I'd like maybe 3 on the bottom, then like 2, and then 1.
Okay.
So I'll have like some support, and
All
then
right.
I'll
So
try
in that
to.
case, you will still need to give me some form of athletics check to make sure you don't tuffle down with the boxes on you.
Can I do acrobatics? Can I try to make it like a bit monkey?
Sure. Go ahead if you want to.
That's an 8.
I can see
that's
that.
point of luck.
Yeah. I'm going to use my lucky feet, my last one. Can I?
It's a bit late on the call, so I won't allow it. Sorry, not to be that ass, but so you do try to monkey your way up. Unfortunately, one of your footing go wrong, and you slip down. You haven't managed to get too high up, so it's just maybe on the first two boxes that you kind of slip off, but you kind of catch yourself. So that's how that resolves.
I look for the drum. I'm gonna go first.
Yeah, perhaps I should try that. So, do I try to assemble the boxes in the way that you were trying to put them in?
They're already assembled. It's a matter of do you want to make them?
It's just climbing up to see. Yeah, sure, I could go for it. Yeah. So would that be
Athletics.
athletics?
Because acrobatics is
Yes.
being a bit.
So I have
show-offy.
+4. I have +4 to athletics.
All right, not bad.
That is 16.
16. All right.
Yeah.
You sturdily start to climb up. You find your footing, find the balance, and you manage to get on top of the boxes to peek into the window.
Okay.
What you see is, and give me a perception check.
18.
18.
Yeah.
18 plus.
So 18 plus what's that? Perception.
Wisdom.
Wisdom. So wisdom is +1. So it's 19.
19. Perfect. So you kind of
Thank you, Ennis.
you kind of like
You're welcome.
peer in the darkness, and you do realize that there is some commotion going on inside. You could almost hear through the glass this kind of like this humming, as you can see roughly about 19 hooded figures surrounded in a semicircle of sorts, and there is this altar table where Mortos, if you had seen him last, lies on the table as they are applying. These two humanoids are starting to apply something onto his bones. Um, you can't really tell what they're applying to them, but it's clearly something that's covering him up, so he's not so bone-like anymore. I
Oh,
pass it back to you.
okay. Upon seeing this, um, yeah, I definitely would like to. I'm actually in contemplation if I want to bring Odd up so he can see as well, or would that just be a waste of time and I should just go down and kind of like tell him what I saw. And I don't want to yell definitely because I guess if I yell, yeah. So I think I'm gonna like make it like really safe and try to go down and tell him.
All right, you will have to do another acrobatics check to come down safely.
Acrobatics or athletics that you said last time.
Sorry, athletics.
Yeah.
Uh,
I'll help him in any way I
well,
can.
if you want to jump down safely, you can use acrobatics.
All right. I got a 14 plus 4 athletics, so that's 18.
Eight.
No, I'd
Yeah.
rather use athletics
So yeah, you start to
because I have the
climb
plus
down
4.
once again, cautiously and steadily. You climb down and
Okay.
reach the street level.
Okay. So I go like odd. So there were many hooded figures, and on the altar there was, and I recognize him. No,
Yeah.
I do recognize him from our last fight. Yes, and there was Morthos on the table. They seem to be applying something on his body.
Hmm. Well, last we fought him, he was all bony and skeletal, so maybe they're trying to revert him to his natural form.
I
I
think so.
I know that he can do that.
What do you think we should do?
Honestly, that guy's powerful as fuck. I think we should leave because anything we're gonna try and do is just gonna put us in a lot of danger.
All right, I trust you. You want to go meet the others again?
I think that's best. I really want to kill this fucker, but it's not the day for it.
I put my hand on your shoulder and be like, your day will come, but today is not that day.
I agree, man. I give him a tap. Like, thanks for all the help, man. You've been a stellar guy. Come on, let's
Yeah.
go and maybe help you out. You need help too.
And then I kind of like I grab your hand and I cuff it like this, and I'm like, then may the gods give us both what we are looking for.
Sure, it depends which gods. We'll have a discussion about this later. Come on.
We'll talk about that later.
Yeah.
Definitely not the place. And then just fuck off.
All right. So we go back to the other group, and have you decided who's going in and who's not?
I think we decided.
Yeah,
Oh,
and it stays
I-
outside.
I stay up.
The other two
Let's
go
go
in.
down.
Man, I'll go
I'll
in
lower-
first.
I'll lower the rope. Go down with the rope.
Yes,
All right.
Is there something I can tie it to?
I can give you the grapple hook, which can, if that helps you.
You could try perception check to see what's going on around you.
Yeah,
Examine
I'll do
your
that.
current situation.
Perception. Oof. Okay.
You look around and nothing seems sturdy enough to kind of tie the knot to.
All right.
Since it's kind of a blown off roof, everything's ready to just kind of crumble at your touch almost.
All right.
How high is the place in sense?
So from
The
where
roof, from the
you
roof.
are, from the roof to the landing points into the facility, it's a normal, 1-story drop. So basically, you're looking at about, give or take, like 12 feet.
Okay. Okay, 12.
So-
So 8, 4 feet. Okay. I'll just like try and go down, try and grab the edge, or I have to look for a sturdy part of the edge, and then try and hang down and fall down the rest.
Yeah, go ahead and make me an athletics check.
17.
Yep, yeah, that's all fine. You managed to get yourself down just as you described. You're all good. Next, Marin.
Catch me, Lomax!
Jump.
No, I'm gonna try and let myself down so I gain 5 feet and then drop the rest of the way.
All right, so
Okay.
13. Yeah,
As
so
bad as usual.
you lower yourself down. Unfortunately, you're not in reach of Tlomax's grasp. So as you let go, you need to give me a dexterity saving throw.
I am on fire today!
All right, so you managed to actually land on your feet, kind of surprising Clomax that you slipped between his arms, and you were like, worked perfectly for you. You should try this more often sometime. All right, so you're in the facility. Both of you do see the door that I think Clomax was. Yeah, Clomax.
Yep.
You see the door straight in the corner of the house. What do you guys want to do? The room's practically empty. I remind
Yeah.
you. So there's
No,
nothing
we-
to look
We
for.
just go to the door, I suppose, and see if it's locked or not.
The door is unlocked, so it just kind
Sorry,
of
I-
opens.
I have a question. Because you had said the house was ground floor, first floor, attic. Right?
At this point, where you're at is the attic. Yes.
Hang on. So did we come in through the attic with Ennis
Yes.
and then we dropped down to the
No,
the first?
you're in the attic section at the
Oh, okay. I thought we were all right.
And this is on the roof.
Okay. Right.
So I think, what do you say, Marin? We open the door and head in.
Seems like there's only one thing to do. So
I open the door and I head in.
Okay.
We go further in.
So you open the door and you realize it's just basically stairs that take you to the next level.
You know, we go down. Whilst going down, if it helps, I'll cast detect magic. So at least if there's anything magical in the vicinity, I would at least know about it.
All right. So nothing that you can sense is in the area.
You know what? It lasts for 10 minutes, so at least whilst
No worries.
we're searching.
There's nothing. There's nothing magical.
Whilst we're searching, or possibly we can, if something pops up, we at least would know.
Okay.
But we go down. Is there anything within the entrance of the building, of the lower floor, or
So you're on the
This
first
is a
floor at
different
this
floor.
point from the attic.
I don't know?
right?
Yes, first, yes.
So the
Sorry.
first floor, once again, there is this kind of like you have the stairs that could be easily visible in front of you that keep going down, and then you have a small hallway, and there's like 4 doors, 2 on each side, all of them wide open. Again, it seems to have been cleared out. What seems to have been there, carpet on the floor, is no longer there. You just see, a different hue on the wooded floor. As you venture further in, again, you kind of see a bedroom. Nothing's much left. Not even a mattress is there. Clearly, these guys, possibly, from your assumption, cleared the place out, right, leaving nothing but the dust.
Okay. I think Marin, we'll go see if there's anything on the ground floor, but I think we can just get Ennis inside, and I don't. Should we leave through the front door or back out from the outside, on the top?
do we want people to know we were here? Do we care?
I think we should leave from the top.
Maybe
Might be.
that's if we still can. Maybe that would be
Yeah.
more prudent.
So I'll just check if the ground floor is barren or not.
Yeah.
So you're gonna
As
head
we go
down to the
through.
next level.
Yeah.
Yeah. And all through this, I'm especially looking for anything papers or symbols.
All right.
On the ground floor, I think I'll be searching if there's anything possibly on the walls, some buttons, possibly there's something beneath.
How do you mean?
If there's if there's a hidden door, basically on the ground floor.
All right. So you go down the stairs. Both of you make me a dexterity saving throw.
Ooh, oh!
All right.
It was
Slomax,
close. It was nearly a 3.
you immediately realize that something on the last porch of the stairs starts to move. You immediately move back and dodge out. However, Marin immediately puts her foot there as the contraption takes place. Immediately, this thing just blows up from underneath her. As a few spikes shoot out. Marin, you take 3 points of damage as one of the spikes go through your thigh.
Ah!
Small note, DM. Just when we were in the inn previously,
Yeah.
would that count as a short rest?
You guys were eating, and technically you should have recovered some HP. So yeah, I would consider it as a very short rest if you want to. Yeah,
Okay.
no problem.
Thank you.
And the
Where
HP
are
your HP is regained by your Constitution modifier, by the way.
One hit dice.
I don't know how to do that.
There's
hang
a
on,
short rest button.
Okay. I don't know how to do this. I just do take short rest, or do I
Oh.
have to take any of those dice?
If you choose how many dice you want.
Okay.
7, 14.
All right, so explosion
me
takes
0.
place, and Marin, you're a bit wounded at this point.
I'm very wounded because I lost half my HP to Samantha.
All right, so yeah, the spike in your thigh, which is about half a foot long, doesn't make it all the way through, and it just misses the tender points of your muscle and your ligaments. So you can walk on it. It's just very painful.
Lomax, can you lift me off this thing?
I'll go down and try and lift her up, and whilst doing so,
Do you have healing? No, wait. What is it?
you do a healing kit.
I'm just,
Medicine. Check.
yeah, medicine check. Yeah, you don't want to pull that out wrong.
No. Before pulling her out, I'll do a medicine check and cast guidance to help. Best. Plus d4 plus 7. For a 10 medicine check.
Unfortunately, that won't do. Marin, you could decide to stop him if it is getting painful, and you will take damage if you don't stop him.
Okay, stop. It's okay. Okay. Is it attaching me to the floor, or is it broken off in my leg?
It's at this point, it's not exactly broken off, but it is broken from your weight. So you could either decide to keep breaking
Oh,
it off
hold
and
on.
leaving
So how
it
is
in
it?
your
So
thigh.
how is it? There's a spike.
So
and
imagine you have like a break. You have it like this, and she's.
Okay. So okay. One. Yeah.
In the meantime, Odd and Brom, you actually make it back to the location.
Right.
Oh.
Seems like they're not here yet.
Yeah.
Marin?
Ignore the last thing I did. I didn't see I did the one before. Okay. I'm feeling a bit better.
I'm
Yeah.
going to cast a spell. Going to try to pass message. I'm going to go near the house and cast message, and I'm going to say, hey, are you guys here? Are you okay?
Who are
I'm
you
going to
casting it?
cast it
Target someone.
to Ennis.
Yeah, we're in here. I don't know. So wait, can I communicate? Yes, I can
Yes,
reply.
you can reply.
Right. Yeah, we're still in the house. I'm on the roof. They're in the house.
Do you need any help or shall we stand by?
Did I hear the a kind of explosion thing?
You can give me a perception check should you wish, and see if you heard the
Alright.
commotion.
There's also Marin screaming.
Yeah, so you did hear the commotion coming from
Okay.
downstairs, so something is not right.
All right.
You're not sure if it was an explosion, you just hear something. So you're not quite sure if it's an explosion, you're not quite sure if like they toppled something over. You know, it's just
Okay.
a generic sound to you of, listen, something's going on down there.
Okay, so there's something going on. I'm not sure. I'm going to stay up here for now because if they need to escape, there needs to be someone who's holding the rope.
I'm going to cast message again to Clomax. I'm going to say, hey, we're back. Are you guys okay? Do you need any help?
Oh, we're okay. I just yank Marin out and cast Healing Word on her.
Oh wait, I was muted for that.
You get 6 points of healing.
Did that get me extra damage from being pulled off? The
Uh,
spike?
the healing word will actually counteract this because from what he's kind of describing is probably pull up and immediately use healing word on you.
Yeah.
Just in the same instance. It's like one of those like you rip the bandage off situations, you know?
Literally.
Okay, okay. I think I'm okay. Okay.
Marin, can you give me a perception check really quickly?
Perception.
Okay, no, nothing. All right. So, what are you guys gonna do?
I'd like to, like I said, look in the room, see if there's possibly anything hiding
So-
on the walls.
You still have the whole magic sensing thing, right?
Yep.
Detect
It's
magic.
10 minutes.
You do sense that there is some magical presence, faint, within this level. Visually, as you're looking around the area, which is pretty big, it seems even the furniture was removed here. However, one thing that seems strange to you is you don't know any furniture that has a weird geometry symbols that leave such a mark on the floor.
So there are markings on the floor.
It's not really markings. It's
Oh.
like there were, you know,
Oh,
when,
okay.
you know when
The
you have a
shape left-
whiteboard
okay.
and
The shape
you
left
draw.
by the items or they're an odd shape.
Not exactly by the items, as I was trying to explain. It's like, you know, when you
Okay.
write on a whiteboard after a while and you wipe it off, but
Yeah.
you see that it's actually cleaner than the whiteboard itself. That's what you kind of see on the floor.
Oh. Hmm. No, hold on. So, and do I get a bead on the direction of where the magic is coming from?
It's kind of all over the place.
Oh, okay. So it's basically I speak to Maren. It's like the room, whatever was here, or was not normal. Even from the what the shape left behind seems to have been something magical. If I focus a bit on it, would I like learn of what type of magic it was?
You could try.
I would like to. But it's, I how is it? Uh-huh. Wait, where is it? I can use my action to sense the school of magic that's in the area.
Alright, so the magic that you sense is some form of portal ish magic.
Okay, so
Could I take a look at the symbols that he's pointed out and see if I recognize any of them?
You could make me a history check if you want.
Story. 18.
You remember the symbol from the book that you took from. What's her name?
Samantha.
Yep.
Look, that's a symbol in the book. Look, and I pull out the book and I show him.
It's not the same symbol that you find in the corners. It's on a specific page that you've been through.
Can I learn anything new by comparing the page with the floor?
The symbol is exactly the same. By the way, guys, just so you know, the symbol that is on the floor is the same symbol that we use as the PlayUp Legends red circles.
okay, so the one we're seeing beneath your
thickens.
one we're seeing beneath your face, basically.
Oh,
Yeah, exactly, just, the whole thing.
So cool.
And you, Marin, as you have the page and you're seeing it as the same symbol. However, the writing is not in common on this page, and it's neither in the primordial. So it's a different language. You're not quite sure what it is.
Damn it. Okay. Next time we're somewhere quiet, I'll read what's on this page, but not right now. Put it away.
Unless
Can
we
you
want to spend.
both give me a perception check again?
Oh,
All right, Clomax. Something from the corner of your eye. Something moves in the shadows.
I'll.
Brom, really quickly. I just want to give some, share a bit the spotlight here. What are you guys doing at this point? You've communicated. There's been the commotion.
I'm going to
Outside?
try and hear out if I can hear anything that's going on. And you, bro?
I guess I could also try to see what the hell's happening, unless I maybe could open the door.
I could, yeah. If it's locked, tell me.
I mean, unless it's not locked, because if
The
it's not
decision is
locked,
completely yours. You just tell me what guys want to do.
I'm walking to the door.
Okay, so Odds, you make me a perception check. In the meantime, Brom, you open the door. It is open. I don't know if you want to keep opening. Odd, you did hear kind of like a commotion going on inside when they were removing Marin from the trap. So you do realize
I'm
that
going to. Sorry.
you do realize that what Clomax was saying does make sense because the commotion, you heard commotion that happens. He told you, it kind of adds up. So, Brom, do you open the door entirely, or is it just kind of like unlock and just push open and it's like, okay, it's open?
Oh, no, I just kind of like, as I'm opening, I realize it's open and I hold there. I want to actually turn around and to Odd and tell him that it's open if he wants to come join me. but I haven't yet gone in. But I have full intention of doing that.
Okay.
Maybe Brom. Maybe we should check if there's anything inside before we just open the door. Maybe peek in, and I think
Okay.
I'll message Ennis and ask him why he's up there and if maybe he could join us and we could huddle up inside.
Yeah, right. That makes sense. So I peek. I'm just gonna take like a sneak peek. See if I
alright.
notice anything.
Give me a perception check, please.
So perception was plus. So that's 17,
Ooh.
and that's plus. We said wisdom, so that's plus
Yes.
1. So that's 19. Oh wait, 18. Maths.
As you peek in, you notice that the room as well is empty. Furniture still in place, but like cushionings are no longer there. It's kind of like what was a waiting room. So nothing's there anymore. However, from the corner of your eye, almost in disbelief, you see this woman that was standing kind of at the edge of the inner door that leads to the room where Clomax and Marin are in, as she kind of moves away. From the glimpse that you got of her, she looks very much as your passed away wife to be.
I follow.
So you just walk in.
I literally just walk in.
I grab him by the shoulder. I'm like,
You are communicating with Ennis.
oh, that's right. You have a point.
So
I'm casting Sacred Flame on her.
So as I
thing.
see that, I just kind of go like, Ilya, and I walk in blindly
All right.
towards the direction.
Make a dexterity saving throw for me. Odd, what are you saying to Ennis?
I'm telling him, hey, Ennis, meet us on the ground floor. We're going in. We should be huddled. So if we need a quick get out, and I think that's all the words I have for the spell. So, beep.
All right, Ennis, you can reply.
16.
The door is open, right? If yes, sure. I'll come down.
All right. So, are you coming down through the roof or from the from where you guys? I'm guessing from the roof now.
Come to the roof. Otherwise, it happens to
All right. So you're going to give me that
Athletics.
athletics check. So Brom, as you step forward, you realize from the corner of your eye something moves and shifts in the wall, and you kind of dodge really quickly as an arrow just sprints by. Just you feel the breeze of it, missing you completely. Ennis,
Whoa.
you realize that no one's really holding the rope, and you didn't really tie it to anything, remember? So you just kind of thinking you had something tied to, forgetting no one's holding on, you just fall right through. Give me a dexterity saving throw just to make sure you break your fall.
Okay.
Right.
He's next to us.
That is no, he's not next to you. No, it's not that type of. He falls into the attic, landing really badly on your backside, taking 4 damage as the armor kind of squeezes onto your ribs. It's a bit tighter than it should be at this point because it bent with the fall of your and with the collision of your weight.
It's male, so it shouldn't really be too much of an issue. Male bands, flexible.
Flavor.
Okay, fine. It's your weapon that actually kind of, from where it's held in the hilt, it goes straight into, right underneath your rib cage, causing a bit of bruising. 4 damage. Bludgeoning. Anyway, so we carry on, and Brom just misses one of the traps he triggered, and his falls and gets really badly hurt. That's it. My English is done for tonight. Tlomax and Marin, what are you guys doing at this point?
Sacred Flame on whatever was in the corner.
As you cast Sacred Flame into the corner, you want to do that on screen?
Well, you need to roll. It's a dex save.
You need to cast it.
Yeah. Cast it. All right. So, as you cast it, nothing's there.
Okay.
What are you doing?
Well, there was something, and now there isn't, it seems.
Would we have heard Rome coming in?
You heard. Well, you could actually give me an perception check. See if you heard anything. Yeah, Tlomax, you heard that something triggered outside. Marin, why you weren't sure if you heard anything or if it's just the pain still throbbing in your thigh, you realize Tlomax makes a gesture that he's like heard something, so you assume that, okay, then you did hear something. And Odd, what are you doing? You've seen Brom walk in. You sent your message.
Okay, so, and I think I heard Dennis fall as well.
Well,
It's weird.
you're
Yeah,
more concerned, I think, with Brom at this point.
yeah. I immediately go next to Brom. Is he inside? Did I see the arrow? Did I see that happening, or is he just standing still? What do I see?
Give me a perception check to see if you actually saw that arrow fly by.
Okay.
No, you just saw Brom just stand still all of a sudden. He's just walking in confidently, ready to keep going, but all of a sudden he just stands still.
I'm like, Brom, you okay?
I'm like, "Oi, lad, don't be careful. Um, I almost got shot in the face."
Okay. Why are you just running in there?
I thought I saw Ilya. I had to be
Shit.
sure.
No, I understand, man. Okay. Don't, if you see her, don't go to her. The Smortos guy is crazy, man. He's probably got some illusions or something. It could be her. I don't know. I don't know what's going on, but just be careful, okay?
You're probably right. I mean, she's dead. She can't possibly be alive. But as I saw her, I had to.
Yeah, I understand, man. Don, hearing this, is there something that comes to mind that maybe he could have done? Some kind of spell that maybe takes someone's desires and makes it manifest or something?
Are you
Do I know of
proficient in
anything?
Are you proficient in arcane?
No. I have
Then you are
+3.
you have no idea.
Okay. Can I check? Can I tell Brom? Come back a bit. Let me see, or let's both see if there's any like trap or
Yeah.
triggers there.
You're right, and I kind of like walk a little bit backwards, hearing that the wise words. After I almost got shot in the face.
All right, Ennis, you got up from the heavy fall. Do you make your way down?
Yes.
All right, do you keep going all the way down, or do you want to explore the first floor from the attic?
So I try and figure out where Marin and Tlomax are at this point.
Okay, so if you're looking around the attic, practically empty. It's an open plan.
Okay.
As I said, there's just a couple of furniture, but it's all empty. As you exit and you make your way down the stairs, you can see further down that the trap that was triggered is completely open with spikes coming out of it. So
Okay.
you might assume that they went down there because it's been triggered.
All right. So walk down. Try and be careful to avoid the trap.
Okay. So you just kind of walk over it carefully, not to get scratched or anything, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So you're on the level. Clomax Marin, you do see or hear Annis even come over, kind of huffing and puffing in a bit in pain from the fall. Odd Brom, as you're kind of shifting around, nothing really else triggers anything in the room. So it's safe to assume there's no more booby traps here. Do you all gather around into the main ground floor where Clomax and Marin is?
Mhm.
I
Okay.
think we would start heading out towards the sound. Investigate what that was.
All right. So you all actually, so you meet at the waiting room area, kind of thing, like in the entrance point.
Halfway, I
So
suppose.
you're all five of you have gathered.
Did none of you see anything?
I saw an arrow.
You saw what? Oh,
I saw an arrow.
well,
It came from that wall and it passed in front of this face. That close.
Marin saw a spear which came up from that floor, which came through that leg.
Okay, so that's what I
Ooh.
saw.
Very funny, very funny.
Are you okay, Marin?
No, but I will be.
Something I can help.
Are you guys alright?
Well, had a bit of a fall.
Are you okay?
I'll be fine. Had worse. Had bracelets.
He's a tough one.
Yeah.
We
See
haven't
it.
really found
Did-
really found much here, have we?
Yeah, no, we haven't. Apart from arrows and spikes, we haven't really found much. What? With you being here, have you found anything, guys? From whatever.
Yeah, Brom. So,
Yeah.
Martos, tell them, Brom. And your
Yeah. We,
Yeah.
we went to check it. We followed them, the cultists, and they led us to this old abandoned cathedral. We tried climbing up on top of the cathedral, and when I peered through, I saw many cultists. And on top of the altar, there was Morthos himself, and they were seemingly rubbing stuff on his body.
Hmm.
I guess we are assuming that they're doing a ritual of some sort. We can't be
Yeah.
sure.
If they're doing a ritual, could Mortos be in a weakened state?
I don't know. I don't know how he is right now. Some time has passed. Perhaps maybe they're finished.
I thought about that, Clomax, but they are the cultists. If has even a fraction of his power and a shitload of cultists at his beckon, I don't know what us five can do. I
Did,
put us in
when
danger, and I feel
when you were up there,
I
Brown, did you see any symbols that
I
could
pull out
help
my
us?
book and flip to the symbol and say, "Found this in this house too. Did you see anything that looks like this?"
see any symbols in there. I have.
Oh, you
Was
mean
it that?
wait? You mean in the cathedral? No, you don't. You did not see the symbol. No.
No, I didn't see any of that.
Can all of you give me a quick perception check, please?
Oof. All right, that's 6 plus. Is it wisdom? Yeah, it is 7.
All right. No. Ennis and Clomax, you start to smell a weird smell. Clomax, you recognize this as sulfur.
I think we should get out.
why.
There's sulfur. Something bad could happen. It's either rotting, but more.
You said there's traps here.
There were traps. Well, you know about the traps.
Yeah, let's get out.
I think.
Let's back out through the door.
Do we want to just fuck off and back to the guild?
Yeah. Odd comes back in.
Let's do that outside, just in case Brom stays behind. At least he's outside.
Yeah.
Thank you for
Wrong.
this consideration.
Bro, we'll meet in ages if this doesn't work. Okay?
I.
All right.
Let's head for an alley so we don't attract any more attention.
We do
If
that.
you want to, just freaking crush it and go away.
Yeah, let's try and be guildish. That's the word.
Somewhat discreet. Look, there's an alley there. Let's go.
Well, you go back to the same alley, I'm guessing, right?
Yeah, I guess.
Okay.
Whatever's close.
So you're four of you are going to travel back to the Watchers' quarters. Is that correct? And you're leaving Brom behind.
Well,
No.
we want to take him with us, but we don't know if it's gonna work.
All right. So all of you are going to
Yeah.
carry on your rituals where everyone's holding each other tightly, and Marin's going to snap the crystal so she gets to teleport, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So Marin.
Hold hands, everyone. See you in ages, Brom. This doesn't work. 1, 2, 3.
What am I supposed to?
And she snaps a crystal. Brom, you've never experienced teleporting before.
That's what I was gonna.
You have this really weird sick
No,
sensation of like, make me a constitution save.
Fuck. Oh, so that's 4 and plus. Let me see, plus what? +2. Yeah, that's 6.
As you
a lot.
all end up in the quarters of the Watchers, Brom just immediately just pukes what was it? The oatmeal?
The oatmeal. I actually like mine a bit more porridgey, but
No.
I look at him and I say, no wonder he puked. I start trying to like pat his back a bit.
and I'm like, what in the? Oh, Jesus! Oh, no one warned me about the.
So,
Get used to it.
Oh no! Oh,
It's better out than in. Better out than in. Come on, let it out. Let it out.
you bastard! Oh.
okay.
Yeah, basically trying to swear and puke, which is not working.
Alright, so you all end up at the Watchers' quarters, in your quarters specifically again. And there's no one around. For some reason, your beds in the quarters have not been sheeted. So there's no sheets, just empty mattresses.
Maybe they assume we were gonna die.
So, yeah. That is your
Okay.
current situation.
So, what do you guys say? What time of day is it? Same time of day?
At this point, it would be something around like getting between morning and midday. So it's not midday exactly.
Okay.
So but it's starting to get closer and closer. Let's say it's like 9 or 10
Okay.
in our time.
Yeah. We head off to the quartermaster and brief him.
Okay.
I think that's
Should we warn them that Brom is with us before we?
Yes, we should.
Yeah,
We should.
I'll stay with Brom, see that he's okay, because
Yeah.
he's been puking his heart out.
I'll
Yeah.
yeah, I'll cast a quick healing word on Bron. For 6 health. Just to at least help him recover from the
I'm gonna probably
Teleport.
the bitter lemon would have helped, but I'll take the 6 health.
Parry.
Thank you.
Alright, who's leading the party?
the best would be like Ennis in front with Merin and me and Becca. I think best if Brom comes with us and at the back
No.
of the group with no?
I think until we tell the quartermaster, ideally, we keep him confined to a space.
Okay.
I'll stay with Brom. I'll stay with you. Okay.
Is Odd really the best person to confine with Brom?
Or
No.
We've
no.
okay, we've
No,
sent we've allowed them to go
Yeah.
together on.
Question,
Mission.
DM. The
Yes.
quartermaster room and our room, how far are they?
So imagine your quarters, then you go out into common area, and then you have a staircase which is
More than 120 feet, basically.
It is a bit more than 120 feet.
Okay. Sorry, because the option would have been Odd goes with them, and then he can message back for the people back to go.
No, no,
But
it's
yeah,
it's more a
don't
bit
work.
more than no, it's a bit more than
Yeah.
120 feet. So you all collectively go up to the quartermaster's office.
Yeah, I think.
So
Yeah, I think. I go up. Beren and Ennis go up for sure, and Odd is a familiar face if someone comes in the room.
you can
Yeah.
trust me. I feel fine. I haven't heard any voices.
Wait,
that
no,
no
you
one
said
else
you
has
feel
heard.
fine.
Right?
You feel fine. Fuck.
No, bro.
His trigger is I feel normal.
Okay.
Ah, yeah. Whew.
Phew. Let me go in there for a minute.
Bromir, I don't know.
I
if
don't
you
feel
know
normal.
about this.
I'm just holding my stomach and just going like I'm half still hunched over, going like.
If he says he feels normal, run.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's strange. Normal usually means.
Don't
You know
question
what?
it.
Well,
We'll be right back.
the trick is in the name, bro.
All
I'll
right,
keep it in mind.
so you walk up the stairs. You come to the door of the quartermaster's office, and you.
So
Okay, Clomax.
We knock.
Clearly, Clomax is knocking on the door. There's no sound whatsoever. There's no reply. The door is sealed shut.
okay.
The beds were not made with no sheets. The
Have
door
we
is
seen
closed.
anyone else while we were walking to the QM's office?
Yeah.
No.
So the place seems barren.
Looks like it.
Oh no. Can we start looking around to see if we see
So the door
any-
is locked.
No, it's not locked. If you want, you could try opening it.
No.
As in, I never said it's locked.
Okay. With what happens to uh, on the other side of the other house? I'd like to check if the door has been trapped in some way.
Do you have a way to check that?
Well, I
You
don't.
can,
I can just
Stand-
look. I can
Stand back,
just look-
everyone. I'll
I can
use
just look at
Mei-chan.
it.
what you can do, detect magic, see if there's some sort of magical thing with the door that might imply a trap.
We can do that. Well, wait, fuck it. Let's cast it.
So you cast detect magic, and there's no magic to be sensed.
Okay.
Do you want to?
Hang on, I'm trying to get my mage hand up.
Hmm.
So I back everyone up 20 feet and then use mage hand to carefully
Open the door.
open the door.
This is what
So
happens
you-
when players don't trust the DM.
And so,
He's been smiling way too much.
so you magically open the door, and it swings open. And unlike the usual scene of parchments all over the place and in the cupboards and all that, it's barren. And the chair is facing the opposite direction, and from what you can see, there is seemingly someone sitting in that chair.
No, this is in the horror movies when you turn on the chair and they're dead in the chair. Don't touch the chair.
I have a bad feeling about this. Is the chair a rotating chair by any chance?
No, it's not.
Oh, damn it. All right.
I can't use mage hand to turn the chair around, Ramea.
What do you?
I'll go and check it out.
I follow Ennison.
Okay.
Why am I tense? I'm tense. I'm biting my.
So,
I'll stay by the door.
It's like.
I move in gently.
So as you approach the desk, you realize something is engraved into the desk. The words we know you. And as you are turning over and reading this, you realize that damn it, what's his name? What was the guy that you guys had in the woods?
Ishmael?
Ishmael.
Shania.
Ishmael's now rotting corpse lies in the chair, Ennis, with his head in his lap. And we end the session there, guys. Thank you very much for everyone who has been watching. And it has been a great evening, but time is up and it is of the essence. Don't forget that the next time we're going to post our next session event will be the last for season 1, where we will find out why all of this is happening. Until then, everyone, thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much for my lovely players and also our special guest.
Thank you.
Thank you very much to our sponsors, the Miniature Corner Studio, where they're giving off a 10% discount code with PlayUp21. We also have the Giants Tower that is giving a 15% off with PlayUp15, all caps, PlayUp15. And don't forget, guys, on the 30th of July, the end of the month, the last Friday of the month, we are having a board game night where you can find this event on our PlayUp Facebook page. And this event is happening at Gyros and Churros. We are only accepting people through the booking system. So go ahead and book your place now. Thank you once again, everybody, and thank you very much for my players. Have a good evening and good night.
Bye.
Night.
Bye-bye.
Right.